We're live.
Hey, yo. Welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. I wanted to check and make sure everybody's tuned in. Are we getting any replies back yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going.
The chat.
We're live.
Give us a thumbs up if you're hearing us.
I can hear you. I got mine turned on.
Okay, we can see it.
It's right there.
Okay.
Thistlewaite me.
Just make sure. Yo is okay. Any thumbs up? You hearing us? Well, let's go ahead and do your intro. Or how does it? Somebody goes, roll that intro.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. But I'm keto, so I don't eat beans anymore.
That's right. Roll that beautiful bacon footage. Ooh.
I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak. Together, we host what you're watching right now, the Friday Night Feast. And we try and do this every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, make a couple little snacks, show y'all how we do it, and then we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. Love to have y'all over for dinner every Friday. Tonight, we're doing something a little different. I know I left it a little vague, but we have been, or I have at least anyways, been craving one of our old school dishes we call Diablo chicken. So what I did today when I was out at the store is I found a really good deal on some really thick chicken breasts. What'd you say? I paid under $8 for this whole package?
It was $1.77 a pound for it is boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Yeah.
But
well, we're gonna fix that.
Yeah. So what all are you doing? What is chicken Diablo? I don't even know what that is.
What I got is 2 of those chicken breasts. We got 1 chicken breast we cut in half. I'm gonna lay it out, almost fillet it. We're gonna be really, really thin. Then I'm gonna fill it with some goat cheese, and then I got some of this the Carolina Reaper cheese. Our favorite grocery store, HEB, sells these. They call it a cracker cut cheese. They're little big cheese squares. And it works really good. I like doing this when we do the breakfast sausages because it fits right on. It looks almost like a slider.
Yes.
But we're going to stuff it with that. And then I have some diced jalapenos. Or not diced, I'm sorry. I cut them into rings. And in little bits, I cut them into diced pieces. We're going to stuff it with that. And then we're going to dust it all with my pork and poultry rub. And then we're going to lightly dust it with our Texas 5 spice because, you know, Reaper and jalapenos is not hot enough, so we got to hit it a little more. Then wrap it in bacon and then dust it again with some, the seasoning. Then we're going to throw it in the air fryer. And then what we used to do, I just thought about it just now. We used to do it in the oven. And then we finish it in the under the broiler with some we'd stack up some jalapeno rings on it. I don't know if that's going to work right. I don't know if that's going to work right in the air fryer, though.
Her mic might be on. Actually, are you distant? Heath is loud and clear. Okay, now are y'all hearing me?
I didn't turn yours on. I just handed it to you.
Yeah, I turned it on, but
maybe turn it off. Turn it back on then.
Nope, it's off. Let's see. Barely.
Well, you want to wear mine and I'll just talk louder?
We all know you talk loud. All right. I turned it back on.
How about I'm going to hush and you just talk?
Okay. Now we can hear Shelly, but folks, okay. Lightly dust. Haha, you don't lightly dust anything. And then
everybody's a critic.
And then the other thing we're going to make tonight is a couple times this week I've made a cowboy butter.
Oh yeah.
We're going to make a Tex-Mex butter for our dipping of this amazing dish.
That's where we dropped the ball. We don't have any of that out.
That's fine. We'll do it while it's cooking. It doesn't take long.
You don't need to set up the little hot pot though.
And we need the butter, which I think the butter's in the outside fridge.
I'll go get it after I load that.
We'll just show putting it in there. But okay, everybody says it's good now. Thank you. I probably just have to turn it on and off. So yes, Diablo chicken. We have made this so many times over the years. In fact, when he was researching the photo that was used for the thumbnail, that was actually one of ours, and we made it for so long that
should be good, right?
yeah.
I just took this one chicken breast and basically cut it in half, flayed it open.
But one of the ones that pictures we found, we were not keto, so we served it with mac and cheese and what was it? Mac and cheese. What else was with that? Was it corn?
No, borracho beans, or maybe the cowboy beans. I used to love those.
Yeah.
The ranch style beans.
So let's say hello to everybody. I hope
Hello, everybody.
having an awesome Friday. And what are you having tonight? Carrie's here. He's jamming out with the trailer. I hope everybody got to see the trailer. If not, I do release them on Sundays. Oh, that looks perfect.
Of course it does. I did it.
That's true. So we do release them on Sundays, and so you can go back. And
can y'all actually see what I'm doing? Or if I got too much stuff in the way of my chicken?
Here, let's move.
That's what I'm saying.
This over.
Because we don't need that quite yet.
Yeah, there. Now that should be better. Yeah, they can see that.
Hey.
Okay, good. Carrie's here. Linda is here. Hey, Linda, welcome back.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Jackie is listening. She's out delivering garbage to the masses.
Nice.
How fun. Susie's here. Says, I love everyone. Happy Friday.
That's what we forgot. We're supposed to pound this down, make it thin.
Yeah.
Do you want to or just let it ride?
I think it's good.
Okay.
You did really good there.
Because what we did in the past, I was showing her, I have pictures of it. I did step-by-step pictures just because way back in the day. And I technically took a meat tenderizer, the hammer, and beat it down.
Are you going to need the knife to, or you?
I'll just use my hand. Might as well.
It should be smooth enough where you can just smooth it out.
Right. Like that.
Yeah. And then you take a knife afterwards.
Yeah. All right, we'll do this next one.
Okay.
It's just easier.
I think we need a little more.
Yeah, right there, a little bit, a little dab.
And then here, I'll give you the knife so you can use that to smooth out more on yours.
All right, so no.
All right. So that's the goat cheese.
And this one we got it at Costco. I just bought it today.
Yeah. It's a good deal. It's 2 of them for $7 and some change.
Yeah. And we go through them probably 2 of those a week because we love them. Because also what we're going to do here, making a miniature. I don't know why she put that away.
Oh.
We need to make the
yeah, that's right.
the mushrooms.
Well, we got time.
Well, yeah, we can do them in a minute.
But yeah, smooth that.
That's why I didn't want to use the butter and the butter knife, but I guess I get another one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to put the raw chicken on the mushrooms.
Yeah, but it's really thick on that one.
I know.
Cheese. Let's see. 22 Cute Cat says, hi, Shelly, Heath, and everyone. And Rocky Mountain Girl is here. She said, hey, y'all. Jennifer is here. Says, good evening, beautiful people.
Okay, now dust it with the pork and poultry real quick.
Okay.
Please.
And just Jason Keto is
hey,
here.
Brother.
It says, evening, everyone. And Jason, let everybody know if you're going live again this Saturday. I don't know.
Be careful.
Yeah. Now I need a knife. Because it's all
caked up.
in there. You didn't touch this.
No,
right?
I have not.
There we go.
Oh, y'all, we just made this the other day.
Well, it does that because it's got a little bit of that brown swerve in it.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, too. I take the brown swerve and I run it through the food processor first to make it finer, but it still clumps.
Well, yeah, because it has some moisture in there. But anyways, so just Jason Keto, he went live last Saturday and just, chit-chat, talk to everybody. So let them know, Jason, if you get to do it another live.
I'm going to get this a little more.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Brenda's here says, happy Friday.
Hey.
Brenda. And Carrie said 392 days of no coffee or caffeine. Way to go. Reichlin's here and says, yo, it. And then Cindy's here and says, hey, everyone. Okay.
Then you want to do the 5 spice now also?
Yeah. It's just good to make sure you, add your seasoning throughout.
So we're putting it on the inside. Once we wrap it up, we're going to dust it one more time.
Yes.
And now you're going to give me a couple of those pieces of those cheese. We want double cheese on this Because honestly, y'all, I was gonna get another type of cheese, but I figured out. I think I did anyways. We bought it actually from Kroger. It was a.
Should I just do it in the middle, or?
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe break. Well, here I'll do it. I'll just do it like this. I'll say break each one of them in half, like they like it's like so. Because then when it folds over, it'll stay there. But I think it was a 3 pepper cheese. But I think I got it at Kroger. But this was a nice find too. I forgot that they had these.
So good.
So now I'm just gonna fold him over. No.
I forgot jalapenos.
Oh, duh. Thank you.
So you needed cheese, so you remember that.
All right. So I'm taking some of these little guys first. So I want these to be inside.
Yeah. Cindy said, "Hello, everyone."
Howdy.
And Reichman said, "It's Friday.
Party time.
Anybody got plans for the weekend? I know tomorrow is the
Cook-along.
Ohio meetup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So comment if you're going to that tomorrow. And then, yes, if you are a channel member, tomorrow at 6 o'clock is our monthly cook-along. So I'm excited to see everybody there.
So now I'm digging around here just trying to find a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
And then whatever we don't use, I'm going to put in a container and use them the rest couple of the weeks, throughout the week.
Well, not if you're putting your hands all over.
Well, I figure if I cook them.
Oh, okay.
Yes or no?
No, I'd use them all now.
Okay. If they're cooked, I'm figuring it's okay. Leftovers are still leftovers.
Okay. Well, let us know. What would y'all think? Gigi's here. Said, "Good evening, everyone." Hey, Gigi. Carrie said, "I have to get some new oil for the Friday, right?" Susie said, "Hi there, Shelly and Heath." Hey, Susie.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And Patty's here. Said, "Hey, yeah. Good evening. Hey." Okay, that's everybody's telling me about my mic. And then Pharaoh Nazi says, "Hey, yo, Horde. Happy Friday. Tonight's name is credited to an 86-year-old patient I started with today. That's awesome. Pharaoh Nazi. You're the Pharaoh Nazi."
So here's my chicken taco.
And then Lori's here. Hey, Lori. She says, "Hey, friends. How are you doing?"
And then my sous chef's going to dust this for me again.
Yeah, so more pork and poultry. This is so good.
And we get a little closer together.
Yeah. How many of y'all have tried our pork and poultry? Let us know.
I think a better question is who hasn't?
Yeah.
What is your life?
Who wants to try the pork and poultry?
Right here. There's a bare spot.
Well, I can't see you.
That's why I'm telling you.
I can't see you around yet. Oh, I didn't do the flashlight.
No, you didn't, because I'm trying to get you to do the pork and poultry first. Because I still got all kinds of blank space.
Well, can you fold that on its side?
Right there.
Yeah, but it's hard to, because it's just going to go straight. You got.
Do you want me to take my glove off and show you how to do it then?
Okay, sure.
I just take the thing and I just put it right there on top of the food.
Yeah, that's what I did, and you're still not getting it.
Okay, right here, where I just shook it, I see all over it. Right there, right there, right there, right there.
No, it's still, there's none right there.
Right here?
It's not on there.
I'm not done with that.
Oh, okay.
Because the part I was wanted was right here. That's what I was trying to direct you to.
No, that is not what you did. Reichman said, "You need to move your mic to your apron." I thought I did. Now, Sharon's here and says, "Evening all." Hey, Sharon. Carrie said, "Must be spicy chicken." You know it. Sarah Nazi said, "Shelly acts like that headband is going to stay on for more than 30 minutes. It better."
Well, yeah, I thought you had that other one. It was like a actual wrap, basically, on it.
Yeah, but the wraps still slide off.
Aw.
Oh, she said my mic might be dead.
We charged it all week.
Okay, let's just change.
Yeah.
Since it shows on.
I know how to enunciate, so I think yours will still pick me up. That one will still pick me up over there.
Oh, I don't know how to enunciate.
Well,
you're on a roll tonight. He might not make it to the end of the live, y'all.
Good night. It's nice knowing you.
All right. How about this? Is this better? Okay. Cindy said, "Shelly, you are distant. Heath is loud and clear." Okay, everybody's saying that. Oh, Renee said they sell this cheese in shreds and slices too.
I've never seen it that way. I was looking at all the cheeses today, and not at our store, anyways.
Oh, wow. Right Family is here. Hey, Right Family, how are you?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Carrie said, I can hear the bacon singing since they are bacon wrapped. That's right. Wild Turkey Bluff is here. Hey, welcome. And then it's where 22 Q Cat said, lightly dust. Haha, y'all don't lightly dust anything. We like things very well seasoned. Okay. I'm going to grab the bacon down in there. It's just one piece down at the bottom.
I know, but like I said, the chicken, though. We have to get a new bag.
All right. Then,
oh, look at that one, y'all.
I know, it's so thin.
You want a pair of gloves?
No, but
Okay.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to get it where we both can use it. And...
Okay. Now, just opening up this package of bacon.
And this is the sugar-free from Kirkland's.
Yeah. This brand, the one piece that's left is the sugar-free from HEB.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why it's so thin.
Nope.
No.
I can't do it one-handed.
All right. Wild Turkey Bluff, excuse me, said, and then we eat. I know.
Eventually.
No, still just on Heath's mic. I wonder why that is.
Oh, you gave me my mic?
They were saying. Just dropping it. Let's see. And then some people said much better. So I don't know. Let's see. Carrie said 4 more days and it'll be 1 year or 1 month. That's awesome, Carrie. Theranosy said, I didn't coin in. Rickwin 96. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to say Rickwin, right? Says one of your clients naming you? Yeah, she gets all kinds of names because if you ever have a Renee give physical therapy, you'll probably come out with a name or two as well.
Right.
Carrie said those are beans that have ranch hands.
Maybe. Oh, let's say
Well, you can pull it from there.
I was say use the knife, but the knife cuts the chicken too.
Yeah. Cindy said, I just had a Ketochow shake. Ooh, what flavor, Cindy? Theranosy said, my patient is an 86-year-old retired cringy nurse, but she loved me. She apologized for being BB, but I told her we could be together, right?
I don't like that piece of bacon, so it's just going to be a bacon crumble.
Okay.
A bacon knot.
Carrie said he could see the chicken. Oh, good. JC said here, hey, JC, said, happy Friday. Looks like another great recipe. We really enjoyed this recipe. I mean, nowadays we don't eat chicken that often.
When we do, it's usually chicken wings.
Right. So for us, if you are somebody who enjoys chicken, this is a great recipe. Of course, we put up all the heat. You can adjust that. Like if you're Shauna, you don't have to add the jalapenos inside. Of course, you don't have to dust with the Texas 5 spice. So you could definitely make it your own. You don't have to use even the spicy cheese. In fact, one of the first times we made it, it was just cream cheese and shredded cheese.
Well, yeah.
You want me to dust again?
Please. We don't have to do both sides.
Okay.
We don't? Well, yeah, we can. Hold on. We do this. All right. Now I'm going to flip this back over into the tray. Okay. Now I can sit down without making a mess.
Oh, geez. I don't know if you can. Ugh. All right. Here, if I hold it like that.
Oh.
There you go. JC said, happy Friday. Oh, yes. I read that one. Right Family said we had steak and duck eggs, and I saw that looked beautiful with moist cloud tears.
Nice.
Ooh.
See, well, I was thinking about going to the market tomorrow to see if we can find some duck eggs, but she's got a better idea. Because what had happened was the HEB I went to, they have several of them here in town where they actually have a barbecue joint inside. It's called True Made or something like that.
Truth Barbecue.
Not Truth.
Oh.
Truth is a standalone.
Yeah. True Made Barbecue?
Yeah, well, it's like True something barbecue or True Tasty or something like that. But Truth Barbecue is actually their original store was in Brenham.
Yeah.
And then they opened a standalone in downtown Houston.
Yes.
And it's really good too, y'all. But what I was gonna say is, I even forgot that there was the barbecue joint was there at the HEB. I got back to the truck, loaded the truck up. I'm sitting there. I can't drive anywhere without listening to my podcast. So I was dialing everything in for my ride home, and I noticed the store, the sign for the barbecue. So I messaged her. I said, "Hey," and then when I called her, we back and forth. She's like, "Yeah, but I remember last time we got it, we didn't like it." And he's looking at the prices. The same prices are one of our favorite joints right around the corner from us. So I'm like, let's just go there instead. We'll just skip it today and we'll go there and get real true.
Right. Because it was just like
for the same price.
$22 a pound for brisket or $25 a pound for burnt ends. And then they have what they call a basically, what do we call it? An ABT, basically.
Yeah, no, there's a name for it though. I'm drawing a
We've
blank.
done them before.
I know we have. That's why I feel so silly. Can't remember.
They call it a Texas torpedo. Basically, it's a cream cheese filled jalapeno that's then wrapped in like sausage or hamburger and then wrapped in bacon. They charge $7.50 for one.
It's probably a half.
Right. And I was just like, okay, well, are we going to share one? He's like, no, I think we should each have our own. And I'm like, well, okay, now we're looking at $15 just for us to have one of those. Like, that seems a little ridiculous.
And I already spent enough money today.
Right.
But we're still going to spend some more tomorrow.
You want to put that one on?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want to finish wrapping this one because I know that this end's bare.
Oh, okay. Blue Dove Sierra says,
hey.
Happy Horn Mates, Horn Mistress, and Horn Master. Fabulous Friday night feast. I know. I'm excited. She said, I'm just having Redmond's Real Light. I ate ribs and sausage earlier today. Ooh. Which Real Light flavor are you having, Susie? We got, I don't know if anybody had time to watch our
unboxing.
Our unboxing. It's a short, but we got 3, what?
You dusted me too.
Oh.
We're going to cook my arm.
Yeah, I want to taste you later.
Oh. That's Hungry Heath after the dark.
After the dark?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the jalapenos, right?
Yeah. You want them on now or at the end? Because that's why when we made it first time, we baked it just like this.
Oh, okay.
And then we put it on the broiler with the jalapenos on it.
Oh, okay, sure. However you
want
to do it.
I'm going to have to flip these.
Yeah, that's true.
So I didn't want to put those on there before I flip them.
So what are you going to bake it at?
I'm going to fry them.
Air fry.
Air fry 400 for 10 minutes. Then we're going to flip them and do another 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I have found with this air fryer, 400 is our friend. So I'm going to lose the gloves.
Yeah.
And then while she's catching up on the comments, I'm going to put those in there, start them cooking, and I'm going to start clearing all this out of the way.
Yeah, and then you're going to get the butter and the...
Well, next, after, I thought we were going to do the mushrooms.
Okay. That's fine. Either way. Let's see here. Susie. I'm sorry, Susie. Lisa said, good evening. Dinner looks great. I'm having a large cup of coffee with heavy cream and a third of a peanut butter keto brick. Yum.
Aww.
That does sound good.
It does.
Wow. Yeah. Heath always misses out on getting that peanut butter keto brick.
Because that is honestly my favorite keto brick. Because the texture and everything reminds me of fudge.
I know.
But no more of the peanuts. So enjoy one for me, please.
Right?
It is really good. So that really is my favorite one.
Right when said, sounds like the perfect patient. Let's just be a bee together. And it's a Costco goat cheese are great. It really is good, but I've noticed lately, if you take it straight out of the fridge, it's a little too crumbly. So I take it out about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, depending. It's been in the 80s this week, y'all. So 30 minutes to an hour before we plan to use it. And then it spreads like, softened butter. So I like it that way. That's my tip. Let's see. Everybody talking back and forth. Right Family said, we just ordered smoked cream cheese. I can't wait to try it.
Smoked what?
Cream cheese. How nice.
We have a recipe for that too.
Yeah, that's true. But that's great.
I was honestly
You
thinking
can
about doing
order
that, but I
it.
was like, I didn't want to mess with it.
Hey, Lori said she couldn't hear me. But
Oh, that hurt.
I bet. Shauna's here. Hey, Shauna. She goes, oh my, good thing I set my alarm. Fell asleep earlier. Hi, all. Shaking out the nap fog. Aw, poor thing.
You missed the deviled eggs.
Just Jason Keto says, yes, I'll be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
So that means we got to knock off our cook along in time for that.
Well, we'll see. We'll try, Jason. I'm sorry. We're not going to promise. But everybody else, make sure that you tune in. Oh, please. Tune in to Just Jason Keto's live stream tomorrow night. And then Crafty, hey, Maka. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, Crafty, how are you? And Crafty, are you going to come down for the barbecue meetup? I know you and Paleo Barbie are up there, but y'all are, and anybody else who's in the Houston and surrounding area.
Even further out if you want to drive in.
Yeah. If you want to drive here, even if you're not going on the cruise, our barbecue meetup is for anyone. So if you want to come, it's that Friday night, June the 2nd. You're welcome to come. We're just going to be doing barbecue. Just kind of give me a head count by going to our Facebook group, which is the HungryHorde headquarters, and RSVP there. And then if you're bringing somebody, just add a comment plus however many. That just helps us because we're just trying to figure out. Like right now, we have 2 whole briskets.
Yes.
And I know we're planning on 2 whole pork bellies.
Oh, we're going to do 2? Okay.
Yeah, remember
I thought we were just going to do 1, but that's fine.
No, we were going to do 2 pork bellies. And then plus we have the ABTs.
And our coleslaw.
And deviled eggs.
And our deviled eggs and our homemade pickles.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to do our homemade pickled red onions too.
Yes. And Shauna is going to be making some fudge. Now, Shauna, is the fudge the Ketochow fudge? Or I think it is, right? So, yes, if you're coming, please, you're more than welcome to, especially if you're not that far away. And I don't know how many all speakers will be coming, but I know 2KK says they're coming, and I know Ketochow says they're coming.
Uh-huh.
And then plus, of course, there's several of you have already RSVP'd.
Debbie and Kathy from the cruise are coming too, they said.
Oh, yeah. Debbie and Kathy, who are the cruise organizers, they're coming. And Kathy's bringing her wonderful husband, Sheldon. He is such a sweetheart. So y'all will just love him too. What?
If we're putting this in a container, do I really need this piece, this part of it?
No.
I'm going to peel this off so it'll quit fighting.
Yeah, and then you can take off whatever's on top too.
Right.
But yeah, so it's going to be so much fun. Ooh, you know what? Sorry, squirrel. We could put a jalapeno slice on each one of these.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But yeah, I think it'd just be fun. And if y'all feel like coming down and doing that, I know it's a little bit of a drive, but I just want to make sure that I extend the offer to anybody that's, near the
local-ish.
Houston. Right. That doesn't
is
mind driving to Houston. Maybe
that
I
is
should
a
phrase it
very,
that way.
in Texas, that's a very, very vague statement.
Yeah. If you don't mind driving to north of Houston, let me specify that because we are north in the Spring area. So near Old Town Spring. So if you want to Google, just put in Old Town Spring, Texas, and we're like literally 3 miles from Old Town Spring. Let's see here. Everybody talking back and forth. That's awesome. Oh, Susan's here. Hey, Susan.
Hey.
She says, good evening. How are you doing?
Howdy. Susan B?
Yeah, Susan B.
Nice.
Susan B 16. Shauna said, wow, one of those what days it now naps.
Oh, yeah. I hate those.
Well, you better set your alarm for tomorrow night, too.
Yes. Is she working tomorrow while we're doing that, though?
I don't know. No, she just go to work till at night, like 9.
Oh, okay.
Cindy said, I'm going to the Ohio meetup. Oh, fun.
If we were closer, we would be going too.
Yes.
There's too many events.
I know.
It's hard to pick which one we can go to.
Sharon said, I'll be napping for the night soon. Been up since super early to fix the dryer.
Oh, yeah. She posted about that. I was hoping everything runs smooth.
Did you get it fixed? Jennifer said, I'll be at the Ohio tomorrow. Oh, exciting. Make sure y'all take pictures and share it in our group. I want to see everybody.
Right.
Sharon's going to the Ohio meetup. Yay. Jen is Ohio meetup bound. Hey,
nice.
Jen. That's awesome. How fun. Y'all are going to have a blast.
And because honestly, y'all, we were on the fence about going to KetoCon at all.
Yes.
Originally, from last year.
Like,
but
we were not going to go.
Joe and Rachel really talked us into it, especially since we're only 3 hours away. It's almost a sin for us not to go.
Right.
Because he was talking about how good it is.
Well, and we got gifted tickets.
Well, that was for this year. I was talking about how we were planning about not going last year.
Last year, right. Yeah, we weren't going to go last year, but then we were also gifted tickets last year.
Yes, that's it.
And so basically, so far, 2 years in a row, we've gotten gifted tickets. So,
well, last year we got gifted 1 ticket.
Well, yeah.
This year we got both. I know it is. It's very awesome. The outpouring of love everybody's giving us. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Shauna says she has a craft class tomorrow. Gonna learn some new skills. Ooh. Brenda said, I can't wait to meet everyone tomorrow. Me too. Oh, I can't wait to see. Rocky Mountain Girl said, yum. Right Family said, Shannon wanted me to smoke some cream cheese, but I could not keep it lit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That it is a problem. Do you have, what is it called? What's the thing that you would use when you had a charcoal? The chimney.
The chimney. Yeah.
Do you have a chimney because that's what really helped us on getting it lit and keeping it staying lit is using a chimney.
Yeah.
Shauna said, I used P&P yesterday on my IP ribs. That's right. She used the pork and poultry yesterday. Sarah Nazi said, the Horde HHM is pork and chicken is yummy. Oh, nice. Sharon said, I make the HungryHeath pork and poultry rub all the time.
Nice.
I don't have the swerve and it's still great.
Oh, that's an idea.
Nice.
Well, a little pro tip on that. I actually handed some out to a coworker one time. What?
I'm pointing to the comment down here. Somebody said Heath is feeling sassy tonight.
And most people, when they make deviled eggs, they dust it with paprika at the very end. Well, this coworker, this was years ago. I think shortly after Shelly and I got together. Yeah. I remember I gave her a batch of this for Christmas.
Yeah.
She said she ran out of paprika, so she just grabbed this and used it on her deviled eggs. And she said it took them to another level. So ever since she told us she did that, we've adopted that anytime we make deviled eggs. So when we make the deviled eggs for the barbecue, we're going to use that.
Yes. It's so good.
That is my new hack.
Carrie said, no Heath right there, no over there, no right there with the spice. Oh, Heath got the spot. Joe the Butcher.
Hey, brother.
Said, hello, happy Friday. How are you? Lori said, I need a big container of that pork and poultry. Oh, you like it? Awesome. Well, let us know. You can send us an email.
So I'm trying to figure out which one's more popular, the pork and poultry or the 5-spice?
Ooh, I think the pork and poultry is
it's
good
more better for the masses.
Everybody. I think the 5-spice, you have to be a chili head to enjoy it.
For all of us crazy people.
Yes. I don't know. What do y'all think? Right Family said, I fixed some pork chops the other day and brought out the pork and poultry rub. Then I forgot to use it. Oh, no. Right Family said, we love the pork and poultry, but all of the seasonings are really good. Oh, thank you. That's so awesome.
Did you ever hear the thing go off?
Yes, I think so. And then, so also from the other fridge, when we need a stick of butter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you will need to get the habanero. So when you're done with all that, I'll give you what all we need to make this Tex-Mex butter.
Because don't we also need a little hot plate right here?
Do you want to? Yeah, we can. Do you want to do that, or you want to do it over there on the stove?
I want to do it right here so everybody can watch you doing it.
Yeah. And then
I don't have to get up.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to need toothpicks. I don't know if y'all saw this or not. Our little guy that I just make it.
Yeah, they can see.
One of our neighbors gifted this to us a couple of years ago for Christmas. I think it's so cool. It's like a little woodpecker. Watch it. Isn't that awesome?
It's the little things.
I love little gadgets like that.
Oh, Jason said we fixed the mic. Oh, good. Carrie said, I don't see Heath's dice since he's on a roll. Cynthia said, hi, happy Friday.
Howdy.
A little late getting on tonight. That's okay, Cynthia. Welcome.
Okay.
Lori said, Heath is super loud. Heath is always super loud.
Enunciation. Okay. I learned from a very, very good drama teacher when I was in tech theater. He was able to stand in the center stage at our auditorium and no microphone. He taught us to speak from the diaphragm. He enunciated correctly. You could hear him at the back of the house, at the back of the auditorium with no microphone because the acoustics were so good in that auditorium too. And he learned us how to talk.
He learned us.
Exactly. I love saying it that way too. See who's paying attention.
I also took theater class and learned how to
argue with your
vocalize.
husband.
Yeah, I'm really good at arguing with my husband. So I had a female drama coach. So
I did too in
that's
junior high.
probably why she was like, here's how you handle the men when they try to get sassy with you. This is what you do.
Oh, sassafras.
I know. Rocky Mountain Girl said she had chicken spinach in a cream sauce. Wow, that sounds delicious. I love it. I hope you share a picture. Jenna Marie's here. Hey, just dropping in to say howdy. Howdy. I hope you're doing good. And let's see. Shauna says, I feel like I could use about 1 year, 1 month of caffeine right now. I bet you do.
Teach you to go to sleep on us.
Marie said, I like the sugar-free bacon from Costco. My Gourmet air fryer counter oven has a dehydrator setting, and I do that for 5.5 hours at 165. So good. Wow. So you basically make bacon jerky? That sounds good. And then Renee giving her little faces. Marie said, sound is equal, both of you now. Okay, good. I wonder if this is the primary and that's the secondary. I don't know. Oh, Cindy said chocolate peanut butter. Ooh, that is such a good keto chow flavor. And the Wright family, she got the eggs from the back alley. I love it. Upstate Keto Girl, hey, says hello. Hi, how are you? Shauna said, I could pass the jalapenos and use my signature spice.
Okay.
That's right. Uh-oh, you know what's going on. Rocky Mountain Girl said, this is something we'll have to try. Oh, I hope you do. I hope all of you do. Right Family said, Chris's mom needs a Thero-Nazi. I think sometimes they let her buy with too much and it doesn't help her. Right. So I have seen that before where basically I feel like sometimes a therapist just calls it in. Like they're just like, whatever. Or if the patient pushes back any, they're just like, okay, sure, that's what you want to do. Where Renee's like, no, this is what you're going to do. Jennifer said, swooning over nail polish fumes. Oh, no. Haven't played with this stuff for a very long time. I forgot how toxic it smelled. Thought I'd pretend I'm still a girl. Aw, yeah, some of the nail polish is, very strong. I think there are, there's somebody at the front door. Oh. Let me see for a second, you guys. Oh, they must have dropped and run because I don't see them now. But I think there are some nail polish brands that aren't so toxic. So maybe try looking for that. I don't know. But I'm sure they're expensive, right? Upstate Keto Girl said, don't get here live much. I noticed sitting here on our balcony at a resort in Orlando. Oh, how fun. So you going to Disney? Melinda's here. Says, howdy, y'all. Hi. And, oh, there goes Heath. And Hyla says, I've tried to get some steps in. Haven't been getting many in lately. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. Well, at least you can get some in now. How about this? You just walk the entire time we're live. That should definitely get your steps in for the week. Theranosy said, I ordered the same flavors as Shelly and Heath. Oh, good. Susie said, I'm drinking the pina colada flavor. Ooh, that's one that Heath really enjoys. And I think that's the one that Renee likes too. I'm not a fan of pina colada, but to each their own. Sharon said, HH After Hours is starting early. Right? Dustin Heath with some spice, making him spicy. I am saying. Oh, and we get more packages.
Yeah, but I can't read it right now.
That's okay.
Weird, though, y'all.
Why?
We have a little small table on our front porch, specifically set up so that when people deliver things, they can set it there. But no, they decided to put it on the ground.
I know. So we are getting all of this stuff for the cruise. So we volunteered to accept all of the packages. So they're already starting, y'all. Like, seriously, I have boxes almost as tall as me stacked up from different vendors who are bringing stuff for the cruise, y'all. So and this is like, it's not even March and we're already getting all this stuff. I mean, it's incredible. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So make sure if you are flying for the cruise, leave room in your luggage so you can bring home these goodies. So I know things like Element. I know Skinnies. So, we're affiliate with Skinnies. If you've never tried those, you'll probably get some to sample. I'm pretty sure Keto Brick's going to probably bring something. There's going to be a lot, y'all. So just make sure you save room in your luggage because it's going to be a lot. And then plus they usually do like a lot of prizes throughout the week. And so you might win like books and who knows what else will be a prize. It won't fit in the one.
I don't want to open the drawer and bump the camera.
That's true. Shauna said she perked up. Oh, someone said my name? Jennifer said, if you're attending the pre-cruise meetup, a donation to Heath's PayPal. Oh, you're so sweet, Jennifer. It's definitely not required. I don't want that to be something that holds someone back from coming. Don't feel like you have to send us any donation for the meetup. Like, I just don't want anybody to feel like they have to. If you do, we really, really appreciate it. It's very much appreciated for doing that. But please don't feel like you need to, because I know there's a lot of expenses going out. So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I can't come because I didn't give money. No, please just go ahead and come. Let's turn this on.
This one?
No, a whisk actually. And then we'll also need, out of the spices, you want to get the garlic.
Is it here or is it in the other one?
There's one there.
I got garlic salt.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
And of course, y'all.
Redmond's.
Yeah.
And then, so that's the salt, garlic, and then we'll also need, I'm trying to remember everything. The red pepper flakes would be good. The habanero. See if these are going to stand up on their own.
Do you need those?
No.
They don't need. I can just put them up.
So what we'll need is this. Oh, mustard. Probably the regular stone ground mustard. Renee said, so sorry, Rat Family. Just asked for the referral to a rehab facility for outpatient therapy, not just run-the-mill outpatient therapy place. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. And then you want some red pepper flakes?
Yeah, but I gotta find it.
Yeah, I think it's in the rolling cart. Renee said, not required to attend, but always appreciated. Yes, very much appreciated. Carrie said, I put Gingy in the blender yesterday for the gingerbread keto chow. Oh, how nice. Do you like that? Rocky Mountain Girl said, 80s. I woke up to 14. I know. 80s. Ooh. 80s, y'all.
Okay, what else?
I
feel like I'm short on.
I feel like with the habanero, because that's got a lot of stuff in it, I feel like this will be good, don't you?
Okay.
So.
Here, you just want to set that on here?
Oh, okay. All right. Then what we're going to do to make this butter dipping sauce, we're going to put a whole stick of butter.
Now, somebody who can't decide what her name is, send us a little TikTok reel on this. Wasn't it how you found it originally?
Yeah, TikTok or Instagram, YouTube, somebody's reel. So a whole stick of butter. And then we're going to let that kind of melt down here. So since he's tall, he can keep a look on it for me.
In a second.
So we'll let that melt down. Let's see. So yeah, 80s this week, y'all. Like I have been seriously getting hot. Like I hate having to turn our AC on, but we did because I ain't gonna be
because we're in Texas.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in a house that's 80 degrees.
I'm gonna try and get it closer to me.
Yeah, no, that's good. So, anyways, I noticed in my office, which I've noticed this before, but the window, it must be facing the sun because like in the afternoon, it gets so hot in there because the sun is just coming in like directly. And I feel like I don't want to close the blinds or get blackout curtains because I like to be able to see out when people like are coming to the door and stuff. And so what I bought was some film where it's supposed to be a one-way film, so it'll block all of that light and everything out, and then hopefully block out the sun and all the heat. So we'll see. I got it off of Amazon for like less than $15. So hopefully you'll help, and hopefully Heath will feel like helping me tomorrow to put it on.
You know what we could do also? Throw some of those jalapenos in it too.
Oh, yeah. It'd be awfully chunky.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Shauna said, it's only 45 here now, and I got a pic of snow on the mountains. I saw that. That's so wrong in California. Aw. Well, a couple of my coworkers live in Utah because we have Draper, Utah is one of our big locations. And she shared this morning, they had, I think, 6 feet of snow overnight. Wow. And so she said their snowplow couldn't even keep up with it. And
it's ready.
So she's like, I love the snow, but this is a bit much.
I mean, it's
yeah, that's fine. Keep swirling it. So when it's about half melted.
I know y'all can't see this, but trust me, it looks amazing.
Then we're going to add this habanero.
Are you going to use the rest of it?
Do you want me to?
Sure. It's probably about a quarter full. We're just going to finish it off. And then what I like to do, a little behind the scenes, I'll take that and rinse it out with pickle juice, and then use that whenever I make my barbecue sauce.
And then I'm gonna put it. Oh, this must be a brand new garlic.
Oh, it's the one we just got.
Oh yeah, this is the one we just got in our unboxing.
Whoa! Because y'all, this hot plate here, it has 2 burners on it. but I don't know how, but one of the burners, the control on it broke. So it's constantly on.
Yeah, don't put your arm there. Shauna said that she tried the new beef gut keto brick yesterday. It was really good.
Of course it was.
Nice.
We started to order one, but we already have enough.
I'm like, we need to kind of work through what we got.
We got 2 other cruises to pay for, so.
2 other?
Well, we got the one on Virgin we want to go on.
Yeah.
We got to save up for that.
Okay, so now I'm going to do about a tablespoon of this garlic salt. And that's just because of the salt and the garlic. Now, you can do like fresh garlic. And then I'm going to do about a tablespoon of the red pepper flakes. How's that look inside?
Fantastic.
And then we're going to do a good tablespoon of the mustard. Here, I'm going to do it over here so I can see. There you go. Oop. All right. And then just stir that, and I'm going to turn it down to low here.
Well, I think I need to get 2. So a little,
chicken.
Well, that too. I was going to say a little block of wood to set that on.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, if you want to get up and do that,
and I got
air fryer.
Okay, but I also got to load the jalapeno, the mushrooms.
Yeah. I'll keep stirring.
Okay.
That's recycle.
Recycle or trash?
You can do recycle. So I'm going to take this off because it is getting a little too hot there. I don't want it to, I mean, you want it to all melt, but you don't want to have brown butter. I mean, you could probably do it as a brown butter. Ooh. Well, when he settles down with all of that, then we can show this on camera. But I've been basically making a cowboy butter all week for our steaks. And I mean, I'm telling y'all, it is the best steak dip ever. Nazi said, that seems excessive, and depending on what's ejected, can actually cause joint integration breakdown. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Carrie said, when Shelly and Heath make pickles to become a big deal, I hope we do become a big deal. Shauna said, yes, a few flavors of Ketochow fudge. Ooh, how nice. That's going to be exciting. Upstate Keto said, Upstate Keto Girl said, we'll be there. Have to RSVP yet. Oh, good. Yes, please do. I'm excited.
I'm going to show this off.
Oh, wow. Those are good.
Okay, you want to, can you, Don, you need a hot plate for that, right? Or to set that down on?
You want me to test these? Or
yeah, please. No, I have not.
Okay, let's test these.
And I wanted to show them off, is what it was.
What is the goal? 165?
Yes.
145.
165.
Just Jen said, oh man, they're going to be like 200 people at your house. I don't know, Jen.
Are we done with the cooker?
Yeah, we're good with that.
Here, put it down on that. Shoot.
That's okay. Wait, that's what napkins are for. And that's not a napkin. I don't know where my napkins are.
Here. Well, no, that's not a napkin. Here.
But that's fine. I honestly don't think we'll have 200. I think because not everybody's coming in on Friday. You know, a lot of people are coming in Saturday. And you know, maybe not everybody wants to come in. I don't think like everybody even knows about us. All right, this one is saying 155. Let me try another area. Whew.
That's why I want to check it and see if we need to throw it back in for a little longer.
Yeah, let me do right here. Yeah, I think it does need to go longer.
Okay. Because y'all, it's a little hard to tell because of all the cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go throw them back in.
155. Because see the little piece right here? Let's see what this one's at. Ooh. Oh, this one might be done. So I just remember that one was a little thicker.
All right. But I'm going to do another 10 minutes because I also want to do these mushrooms at the same time.
Okay.
Which one's yours though? The one you just touched?
Mhm.
No, I mean
Doesn't
for real, because you
matter.
weighed yours out.
I think it was the smaller one.
That's fine. I mean, I'm fine with either one. I just
Well,
want to
now
make sure.
this one's saying 165 down here. So
Uh-huh.
it might
Let's just do it anyways. If it's a little overdone, I'd rather than being under with chicken. And the sauce will fix it.
Okay. I mean, it's your chicken.
Well, it's yours too. I'm gonna cook both of them. So
No, this one does not need to
Okay,
be
then.
cooked.
But I want to put it in the oven then so it'll hold it warm.
Yeah, just this one, just this area right here. So maybe if you put it in the air fryer, put this to the hottest spot.
Okay.
Good though. But I don't know. I don't know how many people will end up coming. I mean, if we have 200, we were going around today, or this week rather. We were counting chairs, and then he found more chairs in the garage, more in our like side shed garage. And then I think we're really good on tables. Like I have this table back here that opens up. We have one in the living room that also opens up.
Folding table too in here.
Oh yeah, we have a card table or folding table. Plus we have a dining room table. And then we have the couch in here. And then there's going to be 2 special chairs. So I'm anxious to see who's like, oh, that's where I want to sit. We got to take them out of Heath's office and we'll put them in here. They're just like too big to put in the living room all the time. Plus Heath and I aren't going to sit in a chair like that by ourselves, but it'd be good for the party. So I'm trying to do where I have like these pockets where people can sit and socialize in the house and out on the deck. So because it's June, I know it'll be hot. So if you don't want to just sit out in the heat all evening, then you come in here. There's the dining room. And then we have the formal living room. I don't know how much room will be in there because, again, we got all the stuff coming for the cruise. That's where we're putting it. But there is like a couch in there that people can sit at. And then in our den, we've got our couch. Excuse me. I'm going to bring in those fancy chairs. And then we've also got another table in there. So I'm like trying to make these little spots. And then on the deck, you kind of see sometimes we've got like a bench here that would fit, two people, maybe 3 people. And then we have another one of the same benches on the other side. And then we've got 2 full tables out there. We have a third one we can add.
And I have a set of sawhorses. I can throw a board on there to make a table if we need to.
Right. And then we have another, we said we were going to use my old desk and put it under where the TV is.
Because we have a TV hanging on the wall, what we used to watch when we had the hot tub. So we can, I don't know if you're really going to be able to sit at it and eat, but at least we can put storage and put stuff out there for them.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking 2 or 3 people like
on
that's
this true.
Side of it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if worst case, I was like, well, maybe if we find it like in a garage sale, because we have the whole yard, we could get a couple
picnic tables
and put those out there.
They could sit here too.
Well, this is where all the food's going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll have like
that table.
Maybe a table here. So we've got these tables and chairs. So we were like, I think we're going to have.
And we have several TV trays too.
Yeah, we've got TV trays and other little tables.
And we also remember when I had to use the walker. It has a little tray on it. You could use that and sit at it too. There'll be one extra table for at least one person.
But so I think I'm trying to just do that. That's why I know as closer we get, the more people that RSVP, that'll just help us plan out. Okay, like if we don't need to get picnic tables, then we're good. But if we do, then we'll have that to put out in the yard so that people can congregate there. I know some people like to sit out in the yard at picnic tables. That's just foreign to me. But yeah, so we're hoping to have all that, and then you can just kind of go where you want to go. And I'm hoping that'll make people want to mingle and move around and go here and there and just chit chat with everybody. Shauna said needs more nutmeg. Lisa said my jalapenos have not been spicy lately. I usually only get them from HEB.
I always dig around and find the bigger ones.
Oh.
And then I try and get the ones with the veins too.
Yeah. But I would say also, we got jalapenos from Sprouts that were
Yeah.
not spicy like at all.
No, they weren't.
But the ones you got last week from HEB were like really spicy. Rockabout Girl said it takes 10 hours for me to get to Dallas. Oh my god!
And that Dallas is about 4 hours from us.
Yeah. Wow.
So what I'm digging out right here, I just remember we got this guy. It's called a Stir Crazy. A former person we used to know gave us this. I figured we can put this on low and get this running
Okay. Yeah.
over there on the stove.
Oh yeah.
If it still works. There it goes.
Yeah. There we go.
And that's a pretty cool contraption, ain't it? It just sits there and stirs it. So I'm just going to put this on the burner over there and let that go while we're finishing up everything else.
Okay.
If it doesn't fall.
Shauna said, no, Saturday night is her night off. Oh, good. That's why we could go until like midnight, right? Shauna said, I'm taking my own car to the craft class with friends so I can be back in time for the cook-along. Thank you, Shauna. Renee said, I agree totally. Just makes her dependent on meds and mass. Oh, that's between her and Right family. Thanks for helping. Just Jason Keto said, you guys are only 1,370 miles from me. Laugh out loud. Maybe if I leave now. What?
Remember, our stove isn't level, so it's going to that one point, and it's hanging up. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
If not, you could just leave it here because I always turn it off. Like it doesn't have the butter, the Cowboy or Tex-Mex butter doesn't have to be served piping hot. It can just be room temperature.
Oh, okay.
But
Me trying to be extra.
I think what it is, if we're going live that Friday night, because we have traveled all the way to Montreal by car.
Yeah.
No, it was almost Toronto, right?
Yeah.
It was almost Toronto by car. So you could do it. I think it's not that much further. So I probably, if you get up and leave like Monday that week, you should make it in time.
So you're going to deadhead?
Yeah, deadheaded, leaving that Monday. 22Q Cat said, if you weren't about 15 hours from me, oh, I'd come for your meetup. That'll be so much fun. Oh, I wish you could. That would be fun. Keto Simple. Hey, Dustin. Said, happy Friday, everyone. I'm a bit late to the party. That's okay. You're not late to the food yet. Renee said, Heath, because y'all deserve gifted things. Oh, you're so sweet. Let's see. And then Natalie, hey Natalie, she said, I have never tried goat cheese. Is it like cream cheese?
Yes, but better.
It is. So goat cheese, I would say it's tangy. So cream cheese to me is a little like bland, so to speak. I mean, there's a little sweetness to it, but goat cheese has a little tang to it. It's not sweet to me. It's Maitreya. Where is Maitreya? She's so good at this. So much better.
I messed up though.
Uh-oh.
We didn't put the jalapenos on top when we put it back in.
Oh.
Do you want to do it and cook it a little longer or no?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Have my wife tell me what she wants because I asked her.
You're so spicy tonight.
If we skip it,
you do it for just a minute.
if we skip it, it won't bother me.
Okay. You want to skip it? Then we'll skip it. Since everything else is ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one of these slid.
But I like goat cheese. And I have read before that if you have issues with cow milk cheese, that you should try goat cheese because it's different enzymes, so you might not have the same issues or lactose intolerant when it comes to goat cheese. Right Family said, I haven't said we'd go. I wasn't sure we'd make it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are really busy days. Oh, that's okay. Oh, Right Family said, we use more 5-spice. It's our favorite. Yay. Cindy said, I have not tried either of the spices. Well, Cindy, send me your, send us an email. Let me put it down below here. Send us an email and tell me what spice you would like to try, and I can mail you a sample. Carrie said, Keith needs a 13 spice. No, I think he's good on spices. Just Jason Keto said, next time I'm doing a run to the States to pick up some orders, I'll order some spice from you. Oh, thanks, Jason.
Do you want some pickles?
Yeah, let us know. No, I'm good.
Although some of those are yours.
Oh, okay.
The mushrooms.
Do you mind showing everybody what the butter sauce looks like?
Okay.
I'm just going to stir it up. Ooh.
Can y'all see it? I don't want to pour it, but I want to show y'all.
Up. Now turn it.
Hold on. I'll get where I get a handle on it.
Okay, up and then over the other way. All right, now up just a tad.
And it starts pouring.
Yeah. No, oh, too low.
I understand that because if I go any higher, it's going to pour.
I know, but you can't see anything.
I know. That's what I was complaining about from the beginning. Can I move it without messing everything up?
Yeah, you can move it.
Where's the button?
There it is. Might want to hold it while you do that. There you go. But that's the butter. So you see it's kind of thick because of the
Earthquake.
but you need to tilt that back. It's too far forward.
I understand that.
Okay.
But I also need to do it.
Bluto said, yes, always project to the back of the house. Marie said, yep, and you don't lose as much of the fat from the bacon strip that away. Nobody could see our plates.
That's what I was asking. Fat fingers.
Lisa said, what are your thoughts when the seeds are black in the chilies? I always just use them, but are they bad? I always use them, but now I'm second guessing myself. I mean, I've always used them too. I mean, if the pepper is, you know how sometimes the pepper will be soft and mushy. Now then I will cut those out. That's good.
Thank you all for your patience.
Do we want to put this in anything or just take the dip out or just dip?
That's what I was fixing to ask you that too.
What do you want to do? You want to just dip into the?
No, it's too high.
Okay. Or we could just pour it on the plate if you want.
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
Put it here. We got these special ones for doing this.
Put it all in here?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Then we get rid of that and get it out of the way. And just leave the spoon in the bowl. And I get that and put it on the...
Oh, and then they can see it even better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Remember, somebody gifted us those.
I know. Where's that pink spatula? Renee said she uses them too. That's good. And then Renee said, I'm not that sassy, but I do have my sweet ways. Okay. I just don't want to lose any of this good butter. Y'all.
Okay, well, do we need the whisk?
No, not anymore.
I was trying to clear some stuff out of the way.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay. There we go.
I feel like I'm
So
fixing a trip.
Is that butter, y'all? I'm gonna call it Tex-Mex butter.
We should have put some of our taco seasoning in.
Well, we got all that habanero.
Right? Oh, this looks so good, y'all.
But it makes a great dip. Shauna said, I got my nails did today, but mine's are purple. I
Of
bet
course.
you did.
Of course, ours are purple.
Caboodle Brian.
Hey, brother.
Bronny Karen said, great evening, y'all. Hope everyone is having the best of evenings. I spy jalapenos on that plate. Let the Spice Fest shenanigan commence. That's right. We're always doing that.
Oh, you already have one?
Yeah. My family said we are getting ready for a 5K walk in honor of our sister-in-law's mom.
Aw,
Aw.
that's awesome.
Do you think the Ketochow electrolytes or the Redmond is better for that? I think honestly, either way you go is going to be good. I would say no matter which one you go with, just make sure you're doing at least a couple days before the walk so you have that kind of built up in your system. But whatever you prefer, like whatever flavor you like better.
Yes.
The one thing, if you just do the Ketochow electrolytes, like you can add, if you just get the bottle, you can add that to any drink that you already have. So, like, Heath drinks his tea or his Zevia. So that's really good to just add a squirt to that. Versus the Redmond's is a mix. So you're going to mix whatever, like, what did you get? One of them's mango and one's pina colada. So it's going to be that flavored electrolyte.
You want me to grab them and show them after we eat? I'll show. Yeah. Do me a favor. Take a picture real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I can at least put it in the whatchamacallit.
Okay.
My MS journey. I was going to say my MS report.
Oops. It's showing me on camera. Ooh, that looks good.
Right?
Yeah, let me do one here too. And then we'll have it for future.
Yes.
Okay. This is perfectly imperfect keto. Sana is
Hey.
here. Sana.
Howdy. I'm going to go ahead and dive in.
Oh, yeah. Renee said, I haven't yet tried the pina colada. Only a sip of Heath's over water mix of it. Okay.
Oh, it's so good. Look at the steam coming out of that, y'all.
Here, I'm going to cut this in half so I can see
the
what
ooze.
the inside looks like. Oh, look at that.
Mm.
That is perfectly cooked. You kind of see the cheese and a little bit of the jalapeno in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. This looks good. Oh my gosh, you guys. The goat cheese and the other sliced cheese and then a little bit of jalapeno.
And y'all, originally we had 1 pack, 2 chicken breasts in the freezer. We had actually were going to thaw it out and use it to make this tonight. But then when she saw that the chicken was on sale, she's like, why don't you just get some today and then we don't have to thaw any out and we'll have it for next time.
The dip, that butter dip on here.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's so thick, it will actually cling to your food. Mm.
Turkey.
OMG. This Tex-Mex version, Renee, because she sent us the one on the cowboy version, which the cowboy, it's good. It's basically a stick of butter and I think 5 or 6 different spices and a mustard. So this week I've been using the horseradish mustard. But this, which I call Tex-Mex, because we had the habanero.
Dang it.
What?
It just, all the cheese oozed out. And I didn't have it on camera though, so I could see it.
But the habanero, along with the stone ground mustard, all of that coming together with the different spices, this is freaking phenomenal. Like this, I feel like it's better than just the chicken alone.
Right?
What do you think?
Good. You see what I did too? I drizzled over mine.
Yeah, you did. I'm going to dunk mine each time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Sana said, just finished grocery shopping. Well, about time. Took an hour longer because I got chatty with a stranger that is no longer a stranger. Well, that's awesome. Wow, that is so good. Oh, Renee said, 46 Horde members here. Have you smashed that thumbs up?
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Cindy said, I have sub, haven't tried it yet. Oh, good. Crafty said, thank you, Shelly, for the invite in June. Well, of course. Upstate Keto Girl said, never go anywhere empty-handed. That's true. Susie said, oh, that'd be very good, like a flavored cream cheese. Ooh. Cindy said, yes. Renee said, I wonder who that was. And then Crafty said, oh, yeah, AC is on. Isn't that sad, though? I'm like, it's not even March, and I'm having to turn the AC on.
It's what? Welcome to Texas.
I mean, 2 years ago, we were like stranded and living at a hotel. So I'm definitely appreciative that we're not there right now. I really appreciate that. I was telling somebody at work, I said, I just wished like weather in Texas, like we go from freezing cold with, to me, 30s. And then the next week we're in the 80s. I just wish that it could be like, okay, we're going to go 30s and then we're going to do 60s for a couple weeks. And then we'll go to 70s for a week or two before we go to 80s. Like, can we just have a nice little stair step here? Like, we don't have to go 30s to 80s. Like, seriously.
It's like the weather's got like a weird mood swing.
I know. Like, can somebody give this weather some medication so that we're not jumping 50 degrees within a day or two? Jennifer said, Renee's having an identity crisis.
Right?
Who remembers Renee's original name? Anybody remember what her actual name was before she started?
I got a better
changing?
question. Does Renee remember?
She remembers. I remember.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Lisa said, we had our AC on this week, but this morning and all day it's been in the 50s.
I like that.
Oh, you're so lucky. Luda said, I did finally clear it with my brother to stay at his place, so I'll be saving a little money without a hotel so I can help contribute. He lives in Spring, too. Oh, I didn't know.
What part of Spring?
I thought for some reason he lived in Galveston. Oh, that'd be awesome, Jamie. Yeah. Thera Nazi said, my AC has been in bipolar mode. AC, no heat, no AC, dang. Come home to a house in the 60s because I forgot to switch over to heat.
60 sounds delicious.
I'd be ecstatic. Renee said, I just try to keep things light and always funny. That's true. Sharon said, yesterday was in the 70s here, and today we got to 39.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Renee said, got to keep y'all guessing. Oh, ain't that the truth? Jamie said, I totally had the AC on for a few days already. It's in the 40s again today, so I'm back to open windows. Oh, let's see. Is it going to ever get cool here again?
Not till this time next year.
Let's see. 80, 80, 80, 80. Yeah, no, we're at 80s for the next week. So I feel like, which on a meeting this week, the people who are living in Utah, they were, oh, I got 3 foot of snow. I got 6 foot of snow. And they were all talking about it. And I said, oh, yeah, here I am living in 80-degree weather. They're like, what? Oh my gosh, I want to move there. I'm like, oh, you're welcome. They were like, I just hate all this snow. And I'm
Wait
like,
till August.
yeah, you say that now. Well,
I'm half gone. I think I like it.
what do you think of the chicken itself?
I think it's good. I think it turned out perfect.
Mm-hmm. Is it spicy enough or could be spicier?
Could be spicier.
Yeah, it could be. What about the...
Because remember I was telling you we could have put habaneros in it too.
Yeah, but we remember the last time we added habaneros to something, and I didn't think...
It was dangerous.
Yeah, but now after how sassy you've been tonight, I should have put habaneros in it. Then that way you'd be crying right now.
I'm crying on you.
But what do you think is better, the butter, or how do you like the butter?
I like tonight's version the best.
Oh, out of all the ones I've made this week?
Yeah.
So good. 2TQ Cat said, I don't need to turn my air conditioning on until about July.
Now you're just showing off.
Always cold though. Wow, July? That's so nice. And then what do you keep it on for 3 months? Sonny said, be right back, bring groceries in the house, which you're probably done by now. That was literally 30 minutes ago. Renee said, I usually don't mind no AC. Oh, but my hounds dictate the temp of the house. Well, of course, you got to make sure Jolly and Deborah are comfortable. Let me take another bite, y'all. So good. You got to make this. Y'all, who've been asking, I don't know how else to get fat. This is the most freaking delicious way to add fat to your food. Like, here is an easy way. Put it on steak. Put it on this chicken. Put it on a hamburger. Like, all the things.
You know what I kind of want to do now? Make
Huh?
another batch of that and dip chicken wings in it.
Oh, right. The excellent chicken wing sauce. I'm just saying, y'all. This is incredible. Renee said, I usually, oh, yeah, I read that. Shauna said, a block of wood, wouldn't that catch on fire? Nah, not this. We said as a trivet, I think. Yeah, not the wood on the
Fire.
not on the burner.
No, I set it down. It's a little cheese block, a little cutting board. I just use it as a hot plate or a hot pot.
Rock About Girl said, those look amazing. Drooling over here.
Oh,
well,
wow.
thank you. Shauna said, don't forget, Horde members, message me if you want to represent on the cruise. $20, provide your own t-shirt. My friend and I are making them. Message me on Facebook Messenger.
Well, you got to send them to ours.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to go to the cruise and be the only ones not representing.
Mm-hmm. So thank y'all if you choose to do that. We really appreciate that. I know there's also the cruise t-shirts, but yeah, if y'all do that, that's just so awesome. And then we'll have to figure out what day we're all going to represent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that Friday on the cruise, because it's Friday night feast, the Hungry Horde. Maybe it'll be the Friday of the cruise. Hey, Jerry's here. Hey, J-Dog.
The only problem with that is that going to be a formal night?
Oh, I don't know yet. Jerry said, good evening, y'all. Wasn't sure I'd make it when my dang eyes bother me. Happy Friday. Hey, Jerry and Patty. Oh, no, are your eyes giving you troubles today? Renee said, Devar was nearing heat stroke and really scared me and others at the Greyhound Walk in September. I know. I remember that was scary. Yeah, thankfully for the quick actions of fellow Grey fan. Jamie said, "Aw, sweet puppies. Mine will come for snuggles when too cold, but they are hard to judge when they are too hot."
Right?
Yeah, mine too. 22Q Cat said, "Your wall of flames shelving heat built you, and that we saw in the last Warren report is impressive. That's more hot sauces than Kroger carries." Aw, thank you.
Not that much, but okay.
It's a lot, but and you know what? When he decided to build it, I was kind of against it at first because I was like, oh, I could just see, you know how Heath is like a bull in a china cabinet. I was
She's
like,
afraid it's going to stick out too far.
yeah, I was afraid the bottles were going to stick out, and every time we walked past that, a bottom would get knocked off. But actually, I don't think, what?
We do have a couple of them down there. One of them that Shauna made for us, one of her decoration ones, that Samson's knocked over with his tail.
Yeah.
Because it's on the bottom shelf, because it's so tall. I left that one spaced out so the taller bottles go down there.
Yeah. But, yeah, so he did, of course, a really good job. He's a great carpenter. And I'm glad that he did end up building it because it is a fun little, I guess, accent wall where we put all of our hot sauces and plus it makes it easy when I'm like, oh, what hot sauce do I feel like today? But yeah, and then I showed them on the Warden report how I hung that up there, the love never fails sign, and I fixed all of the shot glasses on this one shelf and up above. So I used that stuff. It was because of y'all. Somebody recommended museum wax so that the shot glasses don't fall off. Y'all, that stuff is freaking amazing. I mean, it was a workout to use it because you have to knead it. You have to first, it's like this solid mass, and you use this little, they included this little wooden, I guess, spatula to get it out. And so you can only get a little bit out at a time. Like I'm there like pushing that thing in and pulling out is really tough. And then you have to knead the stuff until it's kind of warm and real pliable. And then you put it in like little balls or strips. And then at first I was doing too little because I was like, oh, I probably just need a little dab. And then it's like, no, I need it needs to be a hefty amount. And then I did fine there. And then on the hallway to the guest bath, I got this sign a long time ago from Etsy. And it is Mr. and Mrs. Frankenstein, or Frankenstein and Frankenstein's Bride. And it's a little sign that says restroom, and it has them on it.
Oh,
right?
that's how you stuck it on there. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it kept falling off.
Yeah, before I had, because there's no real hanger on the back. So I had one of those command strips, but it would still fall off because, you're moving that door, and that door is like hollow, right inside. Yeah. It's hollow. So it'd be really hard to just put a nail in there and then actually stay. Plus, I was like, do I really want to put a nail in a bathroom door?
Right.
So once I saw how well this museum wax worked, I was like, I wonder if I could just hang that sign on the door with the museum wax. So I got it out and I rolled it into long strips and put it like around all four sides and then pushed it on the door where I wanted it and held it for like a minute. And then I let go and I was like, is it gonna slide or what? And it stayed perfect, y'all. Perfect on there. I was so surprised. And I even did the test where I acted like I was really mad or moving.
Slamming the door.
Yeah, slamming the door and pushing it back and forth a whole lot. And that thing is now on the door.
Nice.
Now
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what were you gonna ask?
I was going to tell him because what had happened was the area she's talking about above her door here. When we got the French doors put in, I put a little ledge across the top of it, right on top of the door jamb. It sticks out. There's like a little lip, and that's where we stacked up all of our shot glasses. We collect shot glasses everywhere we go, anytime we go on travels. Mm-hmm. And it's on that, like I said, right above the door. And so whenever I built the hot sauce shelf, the cabinet, I made it at the same height. So it's one continuous shelf all the way across. So even over there, there's the shot glasses are on the very top of that too. So it's one long shelf there. But what we were noticing is we make so much traffic sometimes going in and out of that door because right there on the back porch is where our barbecue pit and everything is. And we're going out there with the dogs and everything. The shot glasses started falling off. And we've lost a couple of them because of that. So that's why she invested in that. And now it looks like it solved it.
That's amazing.
Because I was at work when she put them all up. And she had me help her check it. And what I did, all right, just go outside and slam the door as hard as you can. I'm right here. Because that one sign, I had my hand on it just in case it started to come loose. And it didn't move at all.
Yeah, because that'd be scary. That side falling down. It'd probably make you end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's just a metal sign up there. That love never fails. It's actually metal.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, and it was hard to hang it. I had to get this little step stool out. Uh-huh. And then at first I had it too tall, or too straight up and down. So I had to really
finagle
it and do more wax and everything on it. And then finally got it. I was like, okay.
Because originally when I hung the sign, everything was cool. And I put a little, the nail on the wall, the screw and everything, hung it on like you normally would any picture. But we had to take it down when we had to do all the renovations from the storm. And then for whatever reason, it never got made back up. It was just sitting in the windowsill the whole time. We're kind of lax about some stuff sometimes. But it's coming together.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I got a piece of chicken left.
Rennie Can't Cook, I saw you just showed up.
Hey brother. We haven't seen you in a long time. Where y'all at now? Yeah, where you at now?
Yeah. Awesome for you to swing by. I think you need to plan to travel to Texas.
Yes, sir.
At the beginning of June and get to the Houston area by June the 2nd. I'm just saying.
And if you have to bring your fifth wheel, we have room. You can park it.
Yeah. Jerry said, just posted photos of tonight's Red Cat Cook. Chef Jerry's smoked bacon wrapped Polish sausage stuffed with mozzarella. Wow, that sounds awesome.
That does. But I got a question for you, brother. Are you a paid spokesman for them, or you just really love it that much? I mean, everything you're turning out on that pit looks amazing, brother.
It does. He probably wished he was a paid spokesman, right?
Right?
You should be like, look, Red Tech, you need to at least send me some pellets.
Sponsor me.
I know.
Oh man, that's so good.
Jamie said, how are you guys getting to the boat on Sunday? So I did message Debbie, and so we are on the shuttle bus for Sunday. So we are on there.
How are we doing that? Because we're not staying at the hotel, are we?
No, we'll just Uber over there. Remember?
Uber. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We're not parking there. That makes sense.
No,
okay.
she was asking if we're getting on the shuttle bus.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about being in the hotel to get on the bus. So
yeah. No, we'll just get up like probably at 6 in the morning and then get an Uber at like 7.
Yeah.
Or we'll get the times. Whatever. I know last year it was like 8 a.m. for the shuttle bus, but I would rather be early. So Sharon, just a heads up.
We'll actually know a lot better closer to the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the plan. We'll get it that way. But the actual time, we lock down the time for it, we'll know better closer to the cruise.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll be on the shuttle bus. But if y'all haven't yet and you do want to take the shuttle bus, please email Debbie. Email her right away. And if you haven't signed up for the pre-cruise dinner, even if you don't have the funds right now, because that was our problem, we were like we need those funds to pay for the cruise.
Right.
Debbie said, as long as you pay by the end of April, please email her now, today, right this minute. Pick another tab, email Debbie, and maybe Shauna could share her email address. Email Debbie and say, I want to be on the shuttle, and I do want to go to the pre-cruise dinner, which is that Saturday night. And just make sure you're on that and included so that you'll be in there. And then if she does get X amount of people, then she will try to get also another bus. So, but the sooner you can tell her, hey, I want a shuttle bus, and the sooner she sees enough, more people emailing her saying they need the shuttle bus, then that gives her more time to get a 6th shuttle bus. So please email her like now. You don't have to pay right now.
Yeah. She just needs a head count.
A head count so that then she could tell the bus company, oh, hey, we do need a 6th bus. So please, y'all, do that. It's very important. She will work with you, but the sooner that you let her know.
Take a break from us right now and go do it, please.
Yeah.
It's going to help all of us.
Right. Because the more she can plan in advance, the better. And the same thing with the pre-cruise dinner. So if you're like, yeah, I want to go to that Saturday night, which I believe is $55. Somebody could correct me. $55 a person for the Saturday night dinner. Not ours. This is Saturday night at the hotel. Again, the sooner she knows, then the easier they can plan out so that they don't run out of food, so that they have plenty of food for everyone. But again, she needs to know so that she can give an accurate head count to the company, the caterers, so that they can plan accordingly. So please, y'all, go ahead and do that. Renee said, I saw Sam the cookie guy got the new Traeger.
Oh, nice.
I haven't watched him.
In a long time, actually.
Yeah.
We've been busy with that other television show. We're getting caught up, y'all, on some television shows. So we haven't been watching a lot of nothing else, honestly.
I know. Lisa said, I was standing next to the food.
It just did it on yours, too.
What?
You turned it away from the camera, and it just oozed out on you. That would have been awesome on camera to them to see that.
No.
Oh, well.
But so Lisa said she'll stand right here next to the
right.
food. You just want to make sure, that it's okay and nobody's having issues, right?
And
I'm going to be here to help people pick out.
I don't want to scare everybody or not, but I got a plan, y'all. We're going to be real highfalutin that day. I have saved utensils. They're pre-packaged. So don't worry about, I'm giving you used stuff. I have brand new plasticware. Individual, I don't know where we got it, honestly.
Everywhere. Anytime we got takeout.
Yeah. Because y'all, I used to work in my truck all day, every day, 8 hours or more. And I was just quicker and easier just to eat in my truck. So anytime, like she was saying, anytime we went anywhere and got any kind of takeout, or like say honestly, like especially when we got delivery
Yeah.
stuff delivered to the house, I would take that and put it away, and I would save it when I go to work, and I'd use it from that. Well, I have a giant tub full of those. They're still wrapped. We're gonna use those for my meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Make it easier for y'all. We don't have to worry about the dishwasher. I mean, about all the dishes.
Mm-hmm. And that way, each one has silverware and
Yes.
a napkin in it. Plus,
Yes.
we'll have lots of napkins.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a big thing of napkins when I go to Costco or Sam's beforehand, and we're not even gonna open it until that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna have a whole stack of paper plates, and I have 3 trash cans. We're just gonna throw it all in the trash whenever you're done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much, so quick.
Yeah, we'll have trash cans kind of strategically placed.
We'll probably have one like right here
Uh-huh.
to make it easy, and then one out on the back porch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will have sodas, and we'll have a room in our fridge for y'all if you're bringing drinks with you. Only thing is, I'm kind of weird a little bit. If we have cans, I do have 2 can crushers, and I like to save them. And I turn them in, and y'all that I usually get at least one more package of Cokes out of that from the money I've made in off the saving the cans.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm being an eco warrior. I get the money for them.
He wants to sell for the money.
Yeah, and there's a recycling place right around the corner from us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't want this one?
Oh, it's so cool.
But I really like the idea of putting the jalapeno on it. We're gonna start doing that more often. Then again, we usually do a jalapeno on the side, so I don't know. Oh, good. I love goat cheese.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Now, y'all know we're big fans of the Dapper goat cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It is way better than this, but this is way cheaper. I'm all about the budget.
I know. I'm just going to have some of this by itself. Let's see.
I don't blame you. It's not good.
So good. Okay. No more done. But do you mind when you get up here, eventually you get my water?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm just going to stack this on here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm carrying all at once. I think the dogs need to go out. I'm going to let them out and get your water. And I need another soda.
That was so good. Like, that was fabulous. Like, truly.
Come on. You want to go? She goes back to the living room.
A delicious meal.
Come on, guys.
And you saw how quick we
Why
got
was
it
the sun open?
made.
Come on.
It really is pretty easy and
Good
such
boy.
a quick meal, especially
Good
on
boy.
a weeknight. And it was so tasty. Shauna said, "Oh, HungryHeath, you got any log darts?" Jennifer said, "Sawhorses and doors do fine as a makeshift table."
Actually, I have that in my garage. I have an old door set up, and that's where my chop saw is set up on.
So yeah, so we've got different things we can do for that. Rocky Mountain said, "A former person, are they alien now?"
Did I say a former person?
Earlier when you said a former person, gave us that thing.
Former subscriber. That's bothering me though.
Carrie said, "Watch out, Heath. The pot's going crazy." Shauna says, "That Rosie, the vacuum's cousin?" Maybe. What would he call her? Stacy. She's Stacy the Stir. It's like that song, "Someone That We Used to Know." Remember?
Yeah.
Lisa said, "Cornhole is a fave in Texas." Oh, that's right.
Oh, we could do that too.
Yeah, we could do. I just don't know.
I don't want to build one. I want to buy one.
I don't know how light it'll be.
Well,
but yeah, I guess we could have like.
We have this
things.
lamp. We had those other shop lights. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We have 2 of those lights. One's still in the box.
Well,
We could set those up and point them out.
well, that's true. If y'all wanted to play it. Luda said, "Yeah, we're booked on the buses too. Thought about driving in, but read that the parking lots are still several miles from the pier."
Yes.
Well,
And you have to pay for that.
yeah, because when I looked up, because RSK, we were talking to them this week, and they were like, they had decided if they were going to just drive to the port. And I said, look, the port fee's the cheapest if you want to be by the actual port. So there are parking lots that are actually by the new terminal. The cheapest is $150. That's uncovered.
That's a day?
No.
Oh, I was
for
going
the
to say.
whole week.
Okay. That's still
Or
crazy.
if you want to have a covered, nice, and the absolute closest parking, which I don't think that one's miles away, it's $210. So let's see. Take the shuttle bus for $40 a person. But I guess if you had, a lot of people, then it evens out. But like for Heath and I, $80 versus a minimum of $155. Plus, you have to deal with driving and gas.
And the hotel, like we were telling y'all, the hotel, everything's set up to everything to happen is like maybe at the max 20 minutes from our house, whereas the pier, the boat, is a little over an hour from us. So that's a lot more to deal with.
Mm-hmm. A lot of things can happen between, here. I'm just saying you have to look at everything. Houston traffic is crazy, and a lot of stuff can happen between here and the Galveston Pier. So I don't want anybody to feel like, they're driving there and then something happens to their vehicle on the way.
Yes.
Whereas if you're in the shuttle bus, then we're all in as a group.
And I'm also really worried for Joe and Rachel from 2KK because they said they're flying in to the other airport.
The Hobby.
And that is how far away from here, from the hotel anyways?
It's about an hour. It all depends
Everything
on
in
traffic.
Houston's about an hour.
Yeah, it all depends on traffic. So it's just like
I'm just worried about them.
I understand that the savings is good. Just really have to plan on, the traffic can be brutal.
Yeah.
And now I do know though, because James told us that there is a shuttle from Hobby to Intercontinental
Oh, that's nice.
Airport.
I hope it works.
So that might be a good option. But again, I don't know how long that shuttle will take. And again, it all depends on when you go. So basically, if you arrive anytime after 3 o'clock on a Friday, especially, or even on a Thursday, you're looking at a good hour from Hobby. And of course, if you're able, probably the same thing with the shuttle bus, if you're able to take the tollway, that'll save you some time. But if you can't take the tollway, the tollway no longer has where you can pay it yourself. You have to have the tag.
Or they mail it to you.
Yeah. Then our freeways just get really busy.
And another reason why I'm worried about them, because Hobby is it's the original first airport.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in a sketch area too.
Yeah, so just be careful.
That's the only thing I'm worried about for them.
Yeah.
And any all else planning on flying into there.
Yeah, so if you're looking at that at Hobby, because I know especially
flights are
like
cheaper.
Frontier and Southwest go there, just figure out, how are you going to get the Hobby to the hotel, and the timing is the biggest thing. So, depending on when you're arriving, and just factor all that in.
Right.
And the whatever, I don't know how much the shuttle bus costs. I know when I looked up before, Uber and Lyft are going to run you about $75 to take one from Hobby to Intercontinental. And again, I'm sure that fluctuates depending upon the time of day that you get here. So just, figure all those things in. Sharon said, ding, ding, my dryer is finished.
Nice.
Time to hang up some clean clothes. Have fun.
Nice. Y'all got to keep in mind, too, Houston is a driving city.
Yes, it is. The dogs are.
Can we let it back in?
Yeah, let them back in, please.
No problem.
Jerry said, 100 days to low carb cruise, only 4
Come on, buddy.
until low carb.
Where's your sister? I'm sorry, I was standing in his way.
Lots here may not be going on that one. I thought we were down to 99 days as of today.
I thought today was under 100.
Kathy posted yesterday was 100.
Delilah, come on, baby. Where you at? Good girl.
And Jerry said, goat cheese, it's not bad.
Good girl. Y'all want y'all's
Treat.
little thing, yeah.
And Carrie said, goat cheese is so bad, it's good. You guys are too much.
Here you go. Here, guys.
Jeff said,
Delilah.
goat cheese is sharper than cream cheese.
Delilah.
Okay. sharper. I feel like it's
Here I go.
like tangy to me. Renee said goat cheese is a little firmer too. My tummy can't handle much cream cheese, so I use the goat cheese instead, and yum.
Because she's a little
Yeah.
bougie.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't blame you. It tastes better anyways.
Yeah. Carrie said, okay, Jerry, I can just retire now. Let you do the humor. I see I'm not me. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think you both play off each other.
It's a 1-2 punch.
Jerry said, we're not 1005. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Oh, here we go. We're not 100% sure on meetup. My brother lives in Austin area, and I haven't seen him since my mom's funeral. We'll maybe do a family get together.
I don't blame you, brother.
All
If you're
right,
that close,
Jerry.
if you're that close to him, how can you not?
What is that?
Oh, it's that little stir thing just started going by itself. I thought I turned it off.
It's a ghost.
It's just a little the motor itself. I thought I turned it off.
Up, you have to be up higher. There you go.
I'm gonna sit over here in case he does it again.
Renee said she enjoyed trying to pin people. Oh, wait, we're not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna bring up drama.
Nope, not tonight.
Let's see, Shauna, but it's all good now. We're family. That's right. We are family. Rocky Mountain Girl said, my house is about to get crazier.
Oh,
Dog watching, and he doesn't like my dogs. How can he not like your dogs? Patty said, I missed it. Is in the butter? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So,
and we will as per request, we will have a video coming out on this soon.
yeah, we might even do a short on it, but it's just so simple. So the butter we made tonight, which was freaking delicious. Did you already put up the habanero, or is it over?
Oh, it's right there. It's on the other side. Can you reach it? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What we did tonight, 1 whole stick of butter. Be generous with your butter. Then we used this HotLine. Ooh, look at the HotLine habanero. To me,
Is it Hotch or Hatch? It's a Hatch
habanero.
cherry.
Habanero.
Hatch cherry. Hatch pepper.
But we use this. I would consider this a mild flavor, y'all.
Yes. But
So-
you know our flavors.
Here's the ingredients: roasted jalapenos, roasted hatch chili, vinegar, onions, water, roasted bell peppers, habanero mash, cilantro, sea salt, and chopped garlic. So we used about 1/4 of this container, which would be about an ounce or two. So right, like two tablespoons. And then we put in red pepper flakes, some Redmond's garlic salt, so a tablespoon of each of those. So a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Because it's the sauce, not only does it help thicken it up, it also gives it this chunky texture. So the red pepper flakes help with that. And then a tablespoon of the garlic salt by Redmond's, or you could just do a tablespoon of Redmond's real salt and then add in like a tablespoon of minced garlic. That's what I did this week. And I even used the black garlic and put that in there. So just mince that up. And then you could do other spices, whatever other spices you want in that. Like 5 spice would have been good too. Any other little spices, put that in there. And then finally, you need a good heaping tablespoon of mustard. Tonight, we used the
Coops.
Stone ground mustard. Sorry, y'all. This one, the Coops Stone ground. I just like a nice, like you see how this has texture to it.
Gritty mustard.
Yeah, I like a good gritty mustard.
Textured.
You could definitely use French's if that's what you have. I also have in the fridge a French mustard. That's a garlic herb. That would be good too.
And then you do it that one time. Didn't you use the horseradish mustard too?
Yes, when I was doing our steaks this week, I put the horseradish mustard and a good heaping tablespoon. You're going to put this in last. So after the butter has almost melted, you add all the spices, whisk that together on a low heat. Then at the end, you add a heaping tablespoon of your mustard and just keep whisking that in. and that'll really get it to thicken up. And then you can take it off of the burner, so it doesn't need to be served hot. It's actually better if you let it kind of cool down to almost room temperature because it helps it thicken more.
You know what I want to make?
Huh?
I was telling you I've been craving crab legs, right?
Yes.
We're gonna do a big batch of crab legs and then dip it in that butter. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
This butter, y'all, I think it's because not only is butter is amazing, that would be amazing, but it's just it actually has that dip feel.
Yes.
So again,
It's almost a gravy.
yes, like we do high fat.
Mm-hmm.
This is an excellent way to not only get your fat in, but get lots of flavor in the fat. So don't feel like, oh, I got to eat like a gob of just a stick of butter or
Make that.
a gob of mayo. You can use fat to really add lots of flavor. I mean, the steaks we had this week.
Saute some shrimp and then baste it with that. Because we got those 2 bags in the freezer. And I know what we're buying this week. I know, you know what? No. Next week.
Purse bacon.
Yes, but I'm talking about not this week because we're bi-weekly on our paychecks. Next payday, I'm buying the scallops and the crabs, and we're doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
y'all heard it. I got her on film. We're doing that. She said yes.
We'll see what the price is. But I mean, this butter, y'all, is so good. Like I could literally just eat it itself by the spoonful. It's so freaking delicious. So again, you can change it up with whatever spices you want, but you want to be generous with the spices because you want it to be a good dip. So don't be like, oh, a teaspoon. Like I pile it in there. And this week, also, Renee will love this. I used the sofrito.
Oh.
So I did it for our steaks because I thought this was good for the steaks. Again, a stick of butter. That's your base. Then I added the sofrito, a nice heaping tablespoon of that.
And y'all, we get that at Trader Joe's.
Yes. The sofrito, black garlic minced up.
Thank you again, Sara. That stuff is amazing.
The Redmond's real salt, the red pepper flakes, and then because it was steak, I also added a little bit of rosemary and lavender to it, the culinary, and then finally the horseradish mustard.
Okay, I might put my foot in my mouth for saying this, but I'm thinking we're gonna need to have a batch of that on the ready when we do have the meat up, so I can put it on the brisket. Because look, we had that little hot pot, the little miniature, the crock pot.
Yeah.
Remember that miniature one? We just have it in there, and it'll hold it warm for everybody too.
But everybody's gonna need like a lot of it. People aren't gonna want just a little bit; they're gonna want a lot. And
they're just gonna want that, not the brisket.
I know. And then you always say brisket. Brisket don't need sauce.
I know that stuff is so good. Like I can even dip sausage in it; would be good.
Yes, and Renee sent us when she found it on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, and there's lots. Like I checked on YouTube and I found quite a few on YouTube. Apparently, like about 6 months ago, this blew up as like the new food to do.
But we're hooked.
Yeah.
And y'all.
Oh, thanks, Cindy.
We love when you those of y'all that have tried our recipes and do this. We do the same thing. We try everybody else's. We change it up and make it our own. So we invite y'all to do that. We love it when you're posting pictures about it too.
Yeah. So you said one thing about the Redmond Relight flavored electrolyte powder is that it takes a bit for it to dissolve.
Ah, right.
Yeah, he's been using that this week. It like you really have to shake it up and probably wait a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, I found because I'm using the LMNT shaker bottle. I fill it about just under half full with crushed ice.
Mm-hmm.
Then I add the drink mixture to it. Then I top it off with the water. And then I shake it up. I have found that's the best way to get it all to dissolve. I don't know why, but I've figured that part out. And then I take the remnants of it. If I can't finish it, I pour it off and mix it with my tea. And it's amazing then too.
Renee says she likes the Element tea for the ease of mix, but
Yes.
she's loyal to Redmond's because of price and tubs.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, I like the Element flavors.
Yes.
But I like that the Redmond's is actually in tubs. It
Yes.
just is it's
And
easy that way.
I'm more what do you call it? Loyal to my pocketbook. That's why it's my favorite. I like whatever's on sale at the time.
Yeah, they are an awesome to their affiliates. I'll just say that. Like they, as affiliates for Redmond's, they treat us really, really well.
They do.
Like I'm so grateful that we get to be an affiliate with them because they are so amazing.
It's one of my bucket lists now. When we get some money, I want to go visit their facility. I've heard nothing but great stuff about it, and I want to meet the people that work there too.
Pluto said, yes, I was going to say use a shaker bottle or something for relight. I prefer the electrolyte tablets because I just like plain water to drink. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's smart.
Shauna said, okay, I need the butter recipe. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope y'all got it.
We got a busy weekend. We got plans tomorrow. And Saturdays is usually when we do our filming. So I'm thinking next weekend is when we're going to film that butter.
Yeah, because I think we're releasing the pizza rolls on Monday.
Yes.
Shauna said, I love the Redmond's watermelon lime. Oh, that is a good one. Brenda said, oh, man, I ate a huge dinner, but this food looks amazing.
Thank you.
And I am so full.
Yes.
So full.
And y'all, we did actually took one chicken breast, cut it in half, and that was a perfect size for both of us. And we're both stuffed now.
Renee, well, those chicken breasts,
were
even though there was
huge.
4, they each weighed a pound, y'all.
Yeah.
I thought
one was, you said, was a little more than a pound.
Yeah, that one that we split in half, it was like, I think before 18 ounces before I split it.
And she just eyeballed it and just cut it in half.
Yeah, but I was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Renee said, watermelon lime is my jam, but I ordered all the electrolytes just to try. That's awesome. Mary's here. Hey, Mary. Said, here in Minnesota, we do 30 degrees to equal 10.
Huh?
Okay. Oh, is to negative 10. I see now.
Wow.
Wow. That's
scary.
incredible. Right Family said, it was about 80 here in East Tennessee. Then it was in the 40s. And next week it'll be in the 50s.
I like the 50s. That's fun to me.
Yeah. Renee said, I also had a dusting of cayenne to my electrolyte mixes. Oh,
wow.
That's good. Oh, look, everybody. Shauna, Parrot Head Renee. Right Family, Parrot Head Renee. Y'all are so good. That's what, when we first met Renee, that was her name. Was Parrot Head Renee. Do you all know why she chose that name?
What is it, Renee Trivia Night?
Yeah, it's Renee Trivia Night. Let's get to know Renee. Crafty and Carnivore said, I agree. I wish the weather would quit doing those wild swings. Me too.
Get your stuff together.
Patty said, yes, the link worked. Oh, good. Renee said, Heath and Show, be careful what y'all wish for on that cold weather business.
All right.
I may not be there for another attic Mission Impossible adventure. We'll just call you up and say, get here soon.
Vamonos.
Blue Dove said, I'll be able to tell you better once I've been there. He has a beach house in Galveston.
Oh, that's what it was.
Where we visited them before. They used to live in the Woodlands, but the new address says Spring.
Okay.
Well, it's so gerrymandered.
It really is. Because, like, awesome. Speaking of, her mother tells everybody she lives in the Woodlands. Her mailing address says Conroe. But then the manhole cover right in front of her house on the street right in front of her house says City of Houston. So you tell me where she lives.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Jerry said March and April will be AC weather here in Phoenix. I still have the heat set to 72, but if it starts warming up, we'll turn it off. Yeah, because I have a friend and she lives in, let me think, I think it's Tucson. I know it's Arizona. I'm trying to think if it's Tucson or Phoenix. But anyway, she was showing today and she was showing all this cool weather. And I was like, that sucks. How is Arizona colder than we are? I don't like this.
Somebody's protesting.
I know. I'm like, I just want it to be cool, not 80s. Like, I'm sweating in the afternoon.
But 80 is still better than 100.
That's true. But I feel like if it's already hot now, I feel like it's going to get really hot this summer. I feel like if we have like a mild, I feel like if we have a really hot spring, it's going to be an even hotter summer.
Like most folks, they go south for the winter. We like to go north for the summer.
I know. Bluto said, I missed what you guys did with the butter was mixing up chili. I think I've explained all of that, right?
And just stay tuned. We're going to have a video coming out for it very soon.
Well, this was 30 minutes ago, so I think we went over it. 22Q Cat said, you could always just pick up that bowl of butter and drink it, Shelly. I'm saying. Well, I probably would. It's butter. Yum.
Don't tempt her. That's what we need to do. Y'all, there's a GIF. It's got Paula Deen riding a stick of butter like a horse. And we need to recreate that and put Shelly on it, though.
Right.
Somebody go with the computers and make that for me.
Shauna said, no, I'm inherently against snow. I'm sure not. I told.
We are and we aren't.
I'm not, but like when my coworker posted that, everybody was like, oh no, I do not like the snow. I said, I guess I'm the only crazy one here that saw that picture of the snow and was happy. And she's like, normally she loves the snow. She goes, but this was just too much because it came so fast overnight. And that the snow plow, it was too much for the snow plow to handle.
Well.
And so she said, so this isn't fun. But she was out there doing it in shorts.
Well, I don't blame her.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So, and like somebody else said, well, if I was inside where it's warm and I could just watch it, then I'd be fine. And she said, yeah, normally it doesn't bother her, but with it having that storm basically come through, what she's scared about is now that it's going to warm up the next couple of days when the snow melts, she's concerned about leaks. I'm like, yeah, that would suck. You forget about those little things. It's like, yeah, I don't want to have to deal with a leaky freaking roof.
Again.
Renee said, does everyone else get the ghastly look from non-keto folk when you tell them you put butter in your coffee? I swear my co-workers never stop. See, I don't have to tell any of that to my co-workers. They have no idea. Like, none of them know that because I leave my work area during lunch. But I can understand that. I think on the cruise, we probably got some people a couple of the servers, the waiters that would come over to refill the coffee. I'd be like, oh, hold on. And I would put the butter in there and they would go to fill and they would see the butter and they're like, oh, let me get you a new cup. And I'm like, no, pour the coffee in that. I want it in with the butter. And they would look at me like, okay. Remember a couple times I did on the cruise. Like they've
done it at the restaurants too around here.
Right. But that was funny on the cruise. They were like, oh.
And then they're gonna go back to their staff area and they're like, did you see them people?
Yeah, right. I'm sure that they have lots to talk about. Can you imagine working on a cruise, the things you see?
And stuff you don't want to see.
Right. You're like, why? Why today of all days? And then you're just like, oh, how many more days till this group of people get off?
All right.
Renee said, they just don't get the foam factor. That's right. Shauna said, well, north of me, about 10 to 15 minutes were given the warning to stay in place because they got snow. No one here is equipped to drive in it.
Right.
Same here.
Right.
Same. Hyla said, this part of Texas isn't either, Shauna. Yeah. Our part either. Like we're
too far south.
Yeah, the people here, they can barely drive in the sunshine.
Right.
So don't give them rain, sleet, or snow. They don't know how to do it. And I don't think we've ever really had where people were told don't drive, right? Like
a couple of times, only when it was flooding, like from the hurricane and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's about it. They go out and play in it.
Yeah, they go out or they still try it. And then the news crews show up filming people trying to drive through a literal lake. And it's like, wow. And then what's funny to me, is you'll see one car that's like, oh yeah, I think I can get across this road, right? And it's always a little car. It's never somebody with some jacked up truck. It's this little bitty car.
Well, basically a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, like a little Hot Wheel, and it goes in, and then the water goes halfway up the hood, and then it stalls out, and then there's a car behind them that's just like, well, I can still do it. I'm like, you saw the person in front of you stall out. Why are you trying? Right? That's how I always think. I'm like, really? Like, they showed you it can't be done. And then what's funny is then there's the news crew standing off to the side. Like, there's your other clue. Like, maybe I shouldn't drive because the news crew's right there.
Well, there's that one clip too where the ladies, the news crew, the reporters, still talking about how dangerous it is and how deep it is. People are whatever, and somebody comes walking by it.
Right, that is true. Shauna said, I have that problem all the time. What hot sauce will I have today? Oh, I know you do, Shauna. It's more like, what hot sauce?
I bet you
will
that'd
I
still be
not?
good with a garlicky gringo too.
Yeah, the garlicky gringo. Yeah, that'd be really good in this butter sauce. Ooh, you should do that, Shauna. Do it with the garlicky gringo. Troy TQ Cat said, speaking of Samson, where are the beautiful and well-behaved?
They're laying on the couch.
Usually pups. Yeah, now they're just laying on the couch. They've been pretty quiet today.
Yeah.
Doing well. For some reason now, they've decided they really love ice, and of course, Delilah, because she's not going to go without something that Sam is getting, even if she's not all that keen on eating it. Now, when she sees him jump, when I have the ice maker going, she comes in here too because she's going to get her piece of ice as well.
She can't get left behind.
I know, but it's so funny. He'll be dead asleep, and I'll go to refill my glass or cup with the ice, and boom, he's right there by me, like, okay, I'm ready. But what he's done too is sometimes I give him a piece of ice, and he'll crunch down on it, right? And then part of it falls on the floor, and he's like, oh, it's tainted. It's been on the floor. And he doesn't want to eat the piece on the floor. What I had to do, because I'm like, what? So Delilah will come and, of course, clean up because she's my Hoover. But what I did yesterday, because he had two chunks on the floor, and I'm like, right there. And he'd look at it, and he's just like, mm-mm. So I picked, y'all, I picked up the ice. I pick it off of the ground, and I give it to him, and he eats it then. Spoiled. I'm like, really? You put your mouth on it and smelled it on the ground, but you're like, oh, I can't. You have to hand me the ice from your hand for me to eat this.
What'd you say the other day he's doing for Delilah now? Waiting on her?
Yeah, when we go to bed, Delilah's a little slower. And so what he'll do is he'll go to the end of the hall because he's so fast, and then he'll loop back so he can make sure Delilah gets in the bedroom first and gets into her bed.
Such a gentleman.
I know, so sweet. Let's see here. Rocky Mountain Girl said, I would have never thought about using wax. I know, it's this stuff called museum wax. And
who was it that told us?
Somebody said in the chat one day, because I was complaining about how they keep falling off.
And we've lost a couple of our souvenirs.
Yeah, and somebody mentioned use the museum wax, and I was like, what?
Did you do it in this cabinet too?
Yeah, the whole cabinet.
Because y'all, I have right beside the door, I have an old drawer box.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, I have an old drawer box. It's one of our one of the fancy drawers. And I was like, ooh, that would be perfect. I took a couple of boards and made shelves on it. And then that's all it's for, is to put shot glasses on.
Yeah.
And I just screwed it into the wall. And then we have another little display thing that Shelly had from one of her things. And it's like the perfect size for shot glasses too. It's on the other wall.
Yeah. So.
And that's never fallen down. But that's also far enough away from the wall. And it's also on a corner.
Yeah.
So that wall doesn't move. The biggest thing is because when we shut the door, it shakes the wall.
It shakes that wall. And it doesn't bother. Look at me. I cannot speak. It does not bother the wall of flame.
Yeah.
I think because it's just stable enough there
Yeah.
in the corner. But yeah, this wall right here
Mm-hmm.
and above there. But yeah, all of that has the museum wax. And just, I mean, that picture I hung up was about this size, maybe a little bit smaller, that I hung on our bathroom door, our guest bathroom door was like this size. And there was no way for it to, because it didn't have a hanging on the back.
Just show them. Well, that was the same way. Just flip it
Well,
around.
this has a little bit more of a
Well,
lip, like you
yeah.
could, but that one didn't even have that. Like it was almost solid
It
wood.
wasn't as pronounced.
Yeah, and so it wouldn't really stay on a hook. So I just took the museum wax and did long strips and put it around all four here, and I just stuck it to the door, and it has held up. So I'm very happy. Purple Lemon Nana, hey!
Hey.
She said, "Hey y'all, just dropping in to say hello."
Hello.
Hey, great for you to stop in. And this when Ray Can Cook said, "Good evening, great to see you guys. I'm
Me
so glad
too.
you showed up." Shauna said, "I think I should try some of that earthquake putty. Wonder if that would work in an actual earthquake." Well, that's what they were saying about the museum wax. Is it's called that because lots of museums use it, and it was for like earthquake prone areas. Because, and I've always wondered when I've gone to museums and I see these like fine works of art, and I'm like, what if there was like an earthquake or if somebody bumps into it? How do you make sure it doesn't like
They just
fall
use a
off?
whole bunch of super glue.
No, because that's the good thing about the museum wax is it's non-toxic and whatever else. But so if I put this on it, it'll stick. But you can, it doesn't mean it's glued on forever. If you do then need to move it off, what you do is you take the piece, and when you twist it, it then breaks that seal with the wax, and then you're good to go, and it's clean and good as new. So that's why a lot of museums use that wax for their pieces, because it's not going to damage the article that they don't want damaged. Let's see, everybody talking back and forth. Thank you. That's awesome, you guys. Oh, Randy said that they're back home for now. That's
wow.
Awesome. Jerry said, "I really love my Rec Tech that much. Not a paid spokesperson, not at all. I like my trigger, but I love my Rec Tech. Such a major upgrade for me." That is a major
I thought about getting
upgrade.
one too, but then we also thought about looking at the price. Like, well, we can go on another cruise.
I know. We like going on cruises. Shauna said, "Are you kidding? Aside from Heath, I'm an early riser." What? Not me. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Shauna. So again, if you want to be on the shuttle bus and you want to go to the cruise sponsored pre-cruise dinner, make sure you email Debbie. Right there's the email address. Send her an email like today, right now, and let her know. Shauna said, "Yes, you don't want to be running along behind the bus. That is for sure. Not for that long, because I probably wouldn't even make it out of the parking lot. Let's be honest." You asked me to run, like I ain't gonna make it out of the parking lot.
Right on.
Lisa said, "Yes, 55 each for the dinner." Shauna said the dinner's 55 and the transportation is 40, which I mean that's really good for transportation.
That's dinner and a show.
What I liked about it is it's just I know for a good hour I'm not going to have to deal with the luggage. I'm not going to have to deal with parking. I'm not going to have to deal with any of that. Traffic, none of it. I get in the vehicle. I'm surrounded by all my favorite friends, and we get to chit chat all the way there. We get to say, "Oh my gosh, you're so excited. Woo-hoo-hoo." Maybe even sing Kumbaya.
What?
Who knows? Yes, we're going to get you to sing.
Negative.
But and we can just chit chat and have fun the whole way. So it's like your vacation already starts. And then what's awesome is then when you get to the port, they're already going to have porters. So they're going to ask, okay, because we've got the porters, please have some tip money to give to the porters, which I always recommend that. They do an awesome job. They handle all of that for you guys. Like, it's so easy. And then all you have to do is you get off the shuttle bus. Debbie, because we're all in a group, especially this being a huge group, we're all going to be in a group, and she's going to huddle us all in together. The cruise line will handle all of us together, and then we'll all be on the ship at the same time. And what is also cool that we did last year, because of Royal, on the way to the cruise port, we took the safety drill on our phones.
Yes.
That's the perfect time to take it. So by the time you're there at the port, you don't have to do any of that. You're all done. It's amazing, y'all.
What was really cool too last year on disembarkation, when we went to get off the ship, cruise line will give you a tag for your luggage. That's the group you go with. Then you go collect all your luggage to get off. Well, Debbie gives you another pass that supersedes that, so we can exit together.
Exactly.
And get back on the bus. And yeah, if you're on the bus, to get back to the hotel.
Yeah. And then we just get on the bus.
It's so cool.
It's just so efficient.
Yes.
And then plus we all get to be together a little bit longer.
Right.
Like, isn't that like the saddest part when, a cruise or vacation's over? Like, here you get a little more time to chit chat with everybody and, say your final goodbyes and be like, oh.
And like we've always said too, or at least I have anyways, especially with a ship the size that we're going on.
Yeah.
By the time it's a 7-day cruise, but by the time we figure out that cruise ship and know our way around, then it's time to get off.
I know.
It's that big ship, y'all.
It is a big ship. Shauna said, wow, HungryHeath is so stinking fancy.
Oh,
I know.
with
in
what?
China.
I guess.
And Renee said, pulling out the fine china, but you'll have to use your sleeve if you need extra. You said for the cruise, we were going to get the fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because us, we're never going to have, enough napkins here. Randy said, we use the same fine china when we are traveling. Who wants to do dishes?
Right.
That's right. Especially to me, that by that Friday, I'm on vacation.
Right.
For the next freaking 7-8 days.
And y'all,
so I'm doing dishes.
We got it almost quasi pre-scheduled with my nephew to come stay with the dogs for the cruise. I'm going to have to show him where to put the trash out to the street.
Yeah.
Because that runs on Saturdays and Wednesdays. So if he misses it Saturday, he can put it on Wednesday.
Well, we can put it out that Saturday.
That's true, too. That's true.
But
then there shouldn't be enough to worry about till we get back.
Right.
If we do that, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's what I love about cruising is you don't have to deal with making your bed.
Right.
Honestly, I don't do it anyways.
Yeah, we do. It helps us with the chili pad.
You do.
That's the only reason why.
I don't. I don't deal with that. Don't have to do that. You don't have to clean your cabin. You don't have to cook. And you don't have to clean dishes the whole time.
And you unpack once. That's what I like about it.
Yes. So just think, when y'all are here that Friday until the cruise, that's like 9 days of vacation where you don't have to cook or clean anything. Isn't that amazing? Like, I'm so excited.
I don't know if I told you or not, but it was 2 weeks ago by now, I guess it was. I finally got all my PTO approved.
Yes. Jerry said, so that seals it. It was he. He let the dogs out.
Ha ha ha.
Renee said, don't lose a one free set signed out per guest. Y'all are on a roll tonight.
All right.
Renee said, well, she was a pot stirrer. Oh, goodness.
You know what we're going to do?
Said that gift was a foreshadowing.
What we're going to have to do is put an entry fee of you need to bring your own silverware.
Oh, gosh. Somebody will actually believe that. They'll be like, here, I brought my silverware. Can I have some brisket? I just hope everything turns out so yummy. It's like my main stress is like, Renee said, but I think your mom actually sent them that. Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Y'all are so funny. Renee said, even 2 blocks away from Heath and Shelley is about an hour.
Basically.
It does seem that way, right? Randy said, Heath, have you guys made Butter Bob's chili?
No, I make
I've
my
never
own.
heard of Butter Bob's chili. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Randy. Oh, Right Family said his chili is really good. Oh, well, we got to really look it up then. Thank you. Shauna said, I paid a pretty penny for my flights. It kind of hurt, but I figure the cruise and seeing my friends is worth it. Oh, a small price to pay. I know. I'm sorry, y'all, that the flights are so expensive.
Right?
Rocky Mountain Girl said, I got to scoot, y'all. Night, everyone.
Good night.
Thanks for coming. Lisa said, have y'all found someone to sit with the dogs?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
We talked to my nephew. He said he's going to do it, but we got to get him over here first. I want to teach him how to do it, how we do it anyways.
Yeah.
How to feed him and whatnot, and get him introduced to him.
Because I'm sure your sister just gives her dogs kibble, so he's probably like, yeah, what is there to feeding the dog? You just pour out of the bag.
He's never met Samson.
Right. Well, I don't even know if he's really met Delilah.
He has, but it's
Well,
been
yeah,
years. It's been
it has
years
been
since then.
years. I think Sam would be fine, but Delilah's the one that she's the little moody one. But yeah, I definitely need to show him how to do the food, how you measure it out. Of course, I'll write all this down.
And we're on Facebook. He's on Facebook, but we're not friends on there. So I got to get him to fix that too, because we're going to have the internet on the cruise. So if he needs anything, he can at least message me on there and let me know.
Yeah.
Since we're not going to be able to call me.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely want to do that. So hopefully it works out. He's 16. You know how 16-year-olds are? I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. So I was thinking, as my job gives me $150 for Rover for the year, and I was thinking, well, should I hire somebody to like just come and walk the dogs? But then I was like, oh, but then that would be kind of weird, them showing up with a teenager only in the house. And I was like, oh, they might, and then your sister might not like that.
Right. Well, we can talk to her about that too, because they can help us let us know if he's throwing a party or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I was like, but then
it's another money.
Well, no, I got the 150.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, but I just didn't know how he would take that, and then I didn't know if that's a good situation to have, an adult stop by and walk the dogs for 30 minutes every day while we're gone.
He could do it though too.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Well, he could do it too. But it was mainly because then I would have another set of eyes coming and just making sure everything's fine, right? And then if he did have like an issue or questions, then that's somebody who is a pet person.
Yeah, that's true too. But he also has a mother and a grandmother.
Well, I know. I don't know. I guess it's just a little nerve-wracking. Oh, so Randy said he had the Butterbills chili tonight.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Joe the Butcher said, yes, everything is an hour away in Houston. It could be a mile or 15 miles, and it'll take at least an hour to get there.
For sure.
Yes, y'all. Like, okay, let me bring up.
You want to show them?
Well, I could show them, but I'm just going to bring it up right now.
From here to the cruise.
Yeah. Oh, Renee said she's planning to come up for the meet up.
Oh, nice.
Better. Renee. Shauna said, by the way, here's the link to the guest special needs form for meals and whatnot on the cruise. Send it no later than 30 days before the cruise, and preferably 45 days, right, Shauna? But yes, thank you for sharing that. Right Family said, that's why he can pick on you then. Laugh out loud. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, okay, good. Shauna said, okay, I'm stupid excited. By the way, I'll be there Wednesday evening. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, so first we want to go to Royal Caribbean Cruise Terminal. Let's see how far it is. Here, I'll show you guys. Okay. Now it says right now, if we left at 9 o'clock at night, it would take a minimum of 1 hour and 18 minutes. But if we do, let's do Saturday.
But also click on the no tolls because you're going to skip the tollway.
That's right.
You're going to just run down 45.
So Saturday, 8 a.m.
That's going to add a little more to it, isn't it?
All right, avoid tolls. So if you avoid tolls, oh my gosh, this is Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Ready? Here, because y'all, I mean, our address shows at the top, so I don't know. It says typically an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 50 minutes. 50.
Put in the hotel's address and then show them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's good.
That's really what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah. Is it the DoubleTree?
I think so.
Or just put Intercontinental. That'll work too.
Oh yeah, I can just put in the airport. Oh well, here, DoubleTree IH.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. And then I'll share this. I'm sure this is like riveting, especially if you're not going on the cruise. You're like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. Okay.
You know what you ought to do too? Show them from hobby to the cruise.
Oh yeah. Okay. So here we go. Randy says, butter makes your pants fall off. Butter Bob's saying, oh, I like that.
I think I've heard that.
Shauna said, so could I make that butter with my garlicky gringo?
Yes.
100%.
And now I want to try that too. Because now you know what I just thought of? Look at how empty this guy is. We're going to have to make another order. Because
so here
three of them are empty now.
Look at this. Now this is avoiding the tolls. So you see anywhere, oh, now it says an hour and 5 minutes to an hour and a half. Oh, it just updated. That's weird.
That wreck just got cleared.
Right? And we changed it to 8:15. See? Each time. So an hour and 5 to an hour and a half. Oh, because we changed it DoubleTree instead from the hotel. So that is, yeah, the hotel's about 15 minutes south of us.
Yeah. So
that makes sense. So yeah, you're looking at a little over an hour to an hour and a half from the hotel to the cruise terminal. And then yeah, let's see here. We put in hobby
To the terminal.
Okay, so see where hobby is? It's way here in the south part of town, and we're way up here in the north part. So hobby in the morning, again, this is avoiding tolls. You're looking 30 to 40 minutes. That's not too bad. Yeah, 30 to 45 minutes.
I still, when I see that though, I still give myself an hour just to make sure.
In the morning. So if you come in, oh, and that's a Saturday. So let's see if you came in Friday, right there, Friday at noon, 30 to 45 minutes. And let's just see when we change it to 2 o'clock, about the same. 3 o'clock, 30 minutes to almost an hour. And 4 o'clock, 35 minutes to an hour. And let's see, get closer later and later. An hour. So then it's going back down. So yeah, an hour on a Friday. Oh, and then see, I don't know if y'all can see all the yellow. That's all traffic slowed down. So just kind of like keep that in mind. And this is estimated, so okay. That's that. There we go. We're back. Okay. Oh, Shauna said, question. When you buy crab legs, are they raw or cooked?
I believe they're raw.
Yeah. We usually buy them raw. You just boil them for like 5 minutes, if that. Usually if we go out to eat, we buy them cooked.
Yes.
Sometimes, I don't know. Have we ever seen HEB have the crab legs cooked like we do crawfish?
No, I've never seen it, but again, I've never looked for it either.
Yeah, usually cooked, you're going to buy them out. but typically if you're buying them at the grocery store, we buy them raw.
Yeah.
Jerry said, well, I'm kind of crashing, feeling a bit loopy, more than normal after the eye injection. Have a great evening, y'all.
Good night,
You
brother.
too, Jerry. And Patty, say hello to her. Sana said, okay, finally back. So much meat to put away. Ooh, that's
What
awesome.
what an awful problem to have.
I know. Jennifer said, I'm thinking brush that butter on cornbread muffins.
Well, I was thinking about it too, putting it on an actual, back when we used to eat it. Oh, we used to have the actual ear of corn. But we don't eat that anymore, so.
No. It'd be good, like if you still ate Brussels sprouts, that'd be good to just drizzle over a whole bunch of Brussels.
That would.
Randy said, you guys have a great evening.
Good night.
Go get the dog's medications. Good to hear and see you guys.
You too, brother.
Thank you for joining us, Randy.
Good night. Safe travels.
Renee said, yum, sofrito. It's good. Like, that's how you should make it, Renee, with the sofrito. Shauna said, I'm thinking just eat it with a spoon. You can.
A bowl of.
Right, family. Good night, right, family.
Just a bowl of butter.
Right? Shauna said, Heath, you'll have to make it in the big crock pot. Laugh out loud.
We actually sold it. I don't have one anymore.
Oh, that's right.
We actually had 2 of them. We sold both of them.
That's right. Well, you'd have to do it in the Instant Pot.
Yeah.
That's how much butter you would need for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're like, never mind. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah.
Shauna said, that pork and poultry rub on my country pork ribs was so yummy.
Nice. Thank you.
Aw, thanks. Sana said, yep, love my Relight watermelon line. Of course, when not on BBB&E, right? Jackie said, yay, surpassed my money goal for the day. That's awesome,
Nice.
Jackie. Way to go.
That's awesome.
Shauna said, we love our Renee, whatever she is calling herself, right?
What's her name, Renee?
Then Renee said, Shelly is the one asking the trivia, not me. Oh, I know. But it's all trivia about Renee. Shauna said, was it colored hair? No, but that would be kind of cute. Marianne. Hey, Marianne.
Hey.
Said, I like the Redmonds, but it is too humid in Florida to use them. I only get about halfway through before it's a solid rock.
That's what happened to my was that Redmond also? Yeah, I got one of the small tubs and it did that to me. We had to fight with it.
Yeah, I finally had to take a
ice pick?
knife.
Ice pick?
No, the butter knife. And I had to
Shipped away.
wedge in there, and then it kind of popped out the whole thing, and then we put it like in a bag and then mashed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot to do with. Marianne said, sorry I'm late, but catching up.
That's
thanks
fine.
for showing up, Marianne. Let's see. Jackie said, I thought Margaritaville for, what was that?
Parrot Head.
Oh, Parrot Head Margaritaville.
You're getting close.
You're almost there. Rick Wynn said, I love logging on to Friday Night Feast and see what Renee's going to call herself for the night.
Right?
I know, right? It's like, what is it going to be tonight? And you never know. Oh, look, Radical Geek.
Hey,
Andrea.
she
goes,
finally heard us talking about her.
Right? She goes, hi, all. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Somebody was asking the difference between goat cheese and cream cheese.
And we like, if we only had the expert on.
I know. She said, my friend, ironically from Texas, was in town, so we hung out a bit.
Oh, that's awesome. What part of Texas?
Fun. Let's see here. What am I?
You skipping?
No, they're talking to each other, and
Okay.
then somebody said, in her red dress too. Whose red dress?
I don't know.
Shauna said, hey there. I misspoke. Hey, lady, there's a pot of butter in your coffee mug, right? Mary said, I'm good with Photoshop, so if I can find a good pic of Shelly, I can make you a pic with butter. Oh, nice.
All right.
Maitreya said, I love butter and coffee. Yeah. Because I've been taking turns using the coconut oil versus the Kerrygold. And it is a little different. Like the coconut gives a little bit of coconut, but it doesn't foam as much. But it seems like the butter or the oil rather is just more
Oily?
no more like mixed together.
What about the imitation Kerrygold from Aldi?
Yeah, I thought that was just as good.
Okay. Can you
Yeah,
really
I
tell the
can't
difference?
no,
Oh, that's cool then.
no. Especially when I add it to coffee, I can't tell. The coffee makes it the butter makes the coffee lighter than the coconut oil, and then the butter does make it foam up a little more. Sana says South Florida drivers are the worst, and then they come here. Matre said it was 70 here yesterday and in the 30s today.
Wow, that's a hell of a mood swing.
I know. Jackie said if anyone's talked to me in the chat, I can't see it. I'm driving and using voice chat.
Oh.
Matre said 50 tomorrow though. Wow.
That's a little more doable.
Yeah, but like back up
I
and
know.
down, that's crazy. I didn't see a Cheese Friday today. Did it get posted?
I didn't see it. I didn't see one either.
Yeah.
Did you take the day off?
I probably posted after we were because
We've been busy all day.
Before we were busy. Crafty and Carnivore said when we first moved to Texas, it started snowing very lightly while we were on the interstate. The car in front of us slams on their brakes and completely stopped in the middle of the interstate.
Yeah, that's not dangerous.
That's crazy. Well, that's good. I'm sorry, just reminded me, Maitreya saying it's going to be 50 tomorrow. That's excellent since you're having the meetup, so you can have good weather for it. Jackie said, but hi, everybody. And Marianne said, it was 88 in Jacksonville, Florida yesterday. Broke a record.
Wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a miserably hot summer. Mark it down. Shelly said it's going to be miserable this summer. It's too freaking hot. Shauna said Sam's got someone trained.
All right.
Tweety Cat said hand-fed ice. Work it, Sam. I'm saying. I couldn't believe that. I picked it up in my hand, and he was like, "Okay, I can have it now since it came from your hand."
That's because he loves you.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, guess what he's doing now, too?
He
actually climbs up on the couch with me and wants to lay on my lap now and begs me for belly rubs.
I know.
I think he's getting used to us.
He's finally like, okay, Mom likes to snuggle up to Dad. I guess I will too. Renee said, museum wax. Does that come out of Heath's old ears?
Yes.
That's so gross. Jennifer said, you mean the yellow putty? It's also great for using under the corners of pictures that keep going crooked. That's right, Jennifer. That was in the thing. It says, you can use it, museums use it to put down their valuables like this topo. But they said also if you have a picture, when you go to hang the picture, if you want to make sure it doesn't get crooked, you put a little bit of it in the corner and that'll prevent the picture
from wobbling.
That's
pretty cool.
Like all these uses. And then you don't even need a freaking nail to hold a light little sign or picture.
I got to get busy though.
Oh?
Well, I got all those jalapenos I got to put up. The butter's got to get put up. And then we got to make a keto brick.
Yeah, well, get busy. I don't know what you're waiting on.
You to tell me.
I just told you, get busy.
Read your comments.
Shawty said, my BFF in Wyoming messaged me to say it was negative 17. Woo.
That's just obnoxious.
Shauna said, I need some of that for all my Grogu things. Yeah, I got it off of Amazon.
Send her the link.
Radical Geek said, I'm excited to see people tomorrow. I bet you are. I can't wait to see all the pictures. Please share in our Facebook group.
Yes, please. We're jealous we can't go.
Mrs. Perfectly Imperfect Keto said, all these negative degree temps, and we're here in South Florida chilling at 72.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would be happy to even chill at 72. Let's see here.
As we usually try to keep our house around 74 during the day.
Oh, it's 72 now.
Okay. And then what do we usually set it at night when we go to bed? 68, 69?
Oh, 68 at night. I'll probably, as we get more into summer, I'll move it up to 69 just because, you know,
It helps.
money.
But I didn't start making the bed until we got the chili pad.
Yeah.
Because I've found that it helps. In fact, I don't think I ever turned it on.
I
today.
did.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, we need these to be cooled down for
Yeah.
our bedtime later because it's like too freaking hot. Which I don't know why I keep saying it's too freaking hot because it doesn't get hotter than 74 in the house, but it just feels hot because I know it's hot outside. Let's see here. Renee said, just don't follow Heath because he's gotten on the short bus. No, Heath will be with me and he'll be like, where do I go here?
Exactly.
Yes.
The only time I ever get lost when I'm driving is when I'm listening to my podcast. And I just zone out listening to that instead of following the directions.
Yes. And then you're like, oh, whoops. I was supposed to go to San Antonio. Now I'm in Corpus Christi.
Right. Something like that.
That happened to my...
Or I'll get on the phone talking to somebody and I'll miss my exit.
That happened to my stepdad and my mom. They were on a trip. Actually, it was a little different. So they were on a trip to go to Corpus Christi, Renee. This is before we knew you. But they wanted to go to Corpus Christi because my mother had never been, and they were going to go. And my late stepfather, he was an amazing gentleman, but he was not a planner. And I guess because he had been retired since he was 55, so he just was used to doing things when he wanted to do things. So his whole thing is, if they went on a trip, they weren't going to pre-book anything. When they got there, they'd figure out where they're staying, right?
That sounds so scary.
Oh,
I couldn't do that.
This is not us at all.
No.
We're like, even when we flew to get married at the last minute, I still researched hotels the night before and figured out where we were going to stay.
Pause. Finish that other story, then we'll go into that story.
Oh.
Because that's a good story, too.
You're supposed to be cleaning up.
I am. I'm cleaning up your dissertation.
So, him and her on the way from Houston to Corpus Christi. They get to Corpus Christi and they drive along the water, right? The sea, whatever. They drive along the Riverwalk area. They look at the beach. They never stop. And then he goes, okay, now we'll go find a hotel. My mother, she's very bougie, y'all. Like, she's bougie. She was like, well, I'm going to stay at a hotel along the beach. Well, my stepfather, he was very, very, very financially conservative. Like, cheap. That's the word, cheap. He was very cheap. So he was like, oh, no, we're not going to pay for a hotel on the beach. Do you know how much they charge for a hotel room? And she was like, but it's our anniversary. He's like, no.
Anniversary of me keeping my money.
Right. And so he was going to drive a little further in. So then they were going to look for a hotel, right? Well, then, and he was notorious for missing exits. Like, you could not, hands down, he would miss the exit no matter what. So they were going to exit for the hotel. You know how on the freeways they'll say hotels up at, at this exit.
Exit number whatever.
Yeah. So of course he missed the exit. And he said, oh, it's okay. He was used to this. It's okay. We'll get the next one. Next thing they know, Renee, how does this happen? Next thing you know, they're in San Antonio.
You should show them that on the map.
So they were going to go stay in Corpus, which is down by the Gulf of Mexico. But because he missed an exit for a hotel, the next time they were able to get a hotel was in San Antonio. That's like a 3-hour difference. And so then they're at San Antonio. By this time, my mom is just teed off, and she's like, "We are staying on the Riverwalk in San Antonio." And he was like, "Oh no!" And she says, "After this, we are."
Well, because that's what I think's hilarious. He's wanting to do that to save money, but then he took a 3-hour detour to save money.
Maybe he just wasn't impressed with Corpus Christi. I don't know. Swilson's here. Hey, Stacy. She said, "Hey, just got on. Did you already fix your food?" We did. And
Long?
it was so good. You'll have to go rewatch it, especially for the butter sauce. You're going to want to make that butter sauce. It's amazing. Or the butter dip, rather. It's more like a butter dip. You're going to want to make that. We will put out a video soon or a short on it, but you've got to watch that. It's amazing. Renee said, "They'll be like, 'No plate. Hold out your hand for brisket slices.'" Shawnee said, "Butcher paper. We're all beating off butcher paper." Oh, great, you guys. Purple Lemonana said, "Good night, good night." And Sada said, "Okay, do I just need to take S&D back to Rockport with me?" Oh, Sam and Delilah. No, I don't want you to have to do that. That's
See, y'all,
silly.
look. I think this was what is this? What it
And
was?
there's like popcorn tin. Or
I
something.
think, yeah, one year we got popcorn tin for Christmas. I've saved it ever since. And if you look, this is the baggie I used to carry my silverware in for my work. And then, well, I got a whole box too.
Well, that's way too high. Nobody saw that. So we do have a box of 96 forks.
And then see what I mean? They're already, look, it even has a straw in it too. But this whole tin is full of these. Some of them are just spoons. Some is a knife and fork.
Yeah, like that nice spoon and fork. Oh, that one's open. That's for whoever's the lucky person. This is so chintzy.
And look, and even this one has salt and pepper in it too.
But some of those have been emptied.
Yeah.
Or opened, rather. And then we do have 96 forks, so that should go well, right?
So I guess what I need to do is go ahead and get a thing of just the spoons and just the knives.
Or maybe what you need to do is actually count the unopened ones and remove the opened ones.
Yeah. Or I'll use the open ones for my dinner and lunches.
Yeah. Jonna said, "Nanny cam time."
Obviously.
And Renee said, "Did someone say nanny cam?"
Uh-huh.
So that is true. We could do that. Get a nanny cam for while we're gone. I mean, I'll have the Ring on, and I figured right now I'm not paying for the Ring service because I'm like, that's it, like $8 a month. I ain't gonna pay for that. I'm waiting for them to send me an offer like renew now for half the price.
Right.
But I figured right before the cruise, I am gonna at least
Turn it on
for a month or two, just so we can watch the front door. And I'm not gonna point out that we have a ring to them either.
Right.
Because it is a little hidden. And then, yeah, baby. So y'all think the nanny cam would work better?
That would
I
be.
feel so
And
like I'm baiting. Well, I guess it's not really his privacy. It's our freaking house.
right. And our dogs.
And our dogs. Yeah.
And we're paying him so he can deal with it.
That's true. We are paying. But yeah, I can maybe just put
Where would we put it though?
probably in here on the mantle.
Oh, okay.
So it's
But don't announce it too much. What if he tunes in?
yeah, the 16-year-old's going to show up for a 3-hour live cooking show. I think we're safe. Sana said, "I laughed so hard on the driving adventures when he says, 'my chauffeur.' I'm like, oh, no, he didn't."
Where are you taking me tomorrow?
Sana, I feel the same way. I'm like, really? Did he just say that? Y'all don't see what happens off camera. And sometimes we'll post bloopers, but we can't do some of those bloopers.
Well, just watch yourself then.
Oh?
Yeah.
What?
You and your mouth.
You mouth. See. Shauna said, "Where are we driving to?" Sada said, "Shelly will get a driving break too." That's true. I will get a driving break.
Oh, see, no, she can't cry about that because I've offered to drive. She tells me no.
That's scary.
Because the last time I was driving and we got in a wreck and she got a broken arm. Ever since then, she's like, "Nope, you're not driving." Like it was
know,
my
I'm
fault
sorry.
that the lady hit me.
No, it's not. Just okay.
You like control, I know.
No, it's because, like you said, when you're listening to a podcast or on the phone, you're not paying attention to the road.
I am.
Not.
I was stayed on the road.
Well,
Whatever.
It's like this.
Whatever.
On the road, I'll be like, "Oh, you're getting kind of close to the car next to us."
I'll do my own stunts. It's okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, "Oh." So I might as well drive. Renee said, "Shelly, where do y'all need to be from your house? If I'm there, maybe I could shuttle y'all to that point to save y'all the Uber." Aw. It's just like 15, it's 12 miles, so about 15 to 20 minutes away.
And all of our luggage. And Shauna. And her luggage.
Shauna? Well, I mean, you might be, or you could probably drive my car if you feel comfortable.
Oh, that's true too.
Driving my
Oh, you
car.
let her drive your car. Okay.
Oops. But I think that would be plenty of room for all four of us and the luggage. But if you feel up to that, it's going to be Sunday morning at like 7 in the morning.
After we talked to her earlier about, I don't think she would be up for that.
I know. You're going to get up that early on a Sunday?
I'll just walk around the house. That always wakes her up.
Sana said, crab legs for the most part is so cooked, so it'll have a bright reddish orange color on the shell. Oh, really? I thought ours was always raw when we got it. Ooh, and Sana said tons in South Florida. We love crabs. Crab legs. Renee said, "What's my name again? What's my name again?" Exactly. Said, "Funny, I don't have that issue with Redmonds here in South Florida."
Wow.
I think it just depends. Like,
do we just keep it too hot in our house?
I think, well, it's the well, she's got humidity too.
Yeah.
I think it's that, maybe because it's right by this door here.
Ah.
So opening and closing the door,
maybe.
it's closer to the
What
humidity.
if I moved it to the pantry?
Right, or even to your office. And
that's
you can
true
make
too.
It in there.
That's true too.
Stay cooler.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that's fine.
It's an idea too.
And it could be too that sometimes if maybe it gets some moisture down in the tub.
Yeah.
Might be also why it hardened up. Renee said, "My Redmond's tub does the same." Yeah, so I think it just depends. Jackie said, "Well, Jimmy Buffett for Parrot Head." Yes, that's it, Jackie.
Nailed it.
Yes, that's exactly it. And she said, "That's it." Oh, Matreya said he's from Plano, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Lisa said, "I've been enjoying salty butter in my coffee."
Oh, nice.
Ooh, making you salty during the day. Man, this week I felt a little salty training. It's been, yeah.
Oh, you know what we need to do?
Like,
I forgot.
I need to have a little shot of whiskey. Renee said, "I grew up in Northwest Florida and humidity is a bit higher here on the Texas coast." Yeah, it definitely feels like I feel like he needs to turn the AC down now because I'm feeling a little warm.
On it, boss.
Said, "Glad that fixed it. Great to have you there, right?"
We're 73.
Showing her bipolar roots. I'm saying. Oh, Matreya said, "I thought it posted it. Uh-oh. I will go fix it real quick if I can." Well, and I mean, if it posted like within the last couple hours before we went live, we probably would have missed it.
What is it now? Oh, her
Cheese Friday.
Yeah. Because I didn't even get a notification.
I know. Reichwood said, "I love those coconut oil pecks that you were talking about. I got a bunch of the vanilla and used them in my coffee. I can drink my coffee without any heavy whipping cream." Yay! I'm so glad you like it. Yes, I'm excited to get more of those for the cruise too. Oh, and I'll bring them to KetoCon too. She said, "I agree with you, Shelly. The last time it was in the 70s in January, we had 110 degrees in July in Georgia." Oh, see, I'm just like, oh, what are we doing today? Chocolate malt. Oh, we're doing two?
Well, that's what we did last time.
Yeah, but you had all those extra whatchamadoodles.
Oh, actually,
Molds.
I know. I'm digging them all up.
Oh, okay.
I gotta find the measuring spoon though. Where do we put it?
And that's chocolate malt.
Aren't they both?
Yeah.
Okay. This way we'd have to remember which one's which. We just make them. But where's the measuring spoon? Oh, there it is.
That doesn't even make sense as a date.
Oh.
7/12/02? That's not right.
Where are the other molds?
Oh, 2021. Glad we're getting around to these. Shauna said, "Hope no cheese Friday today." Nope, no cheese Friday. See my eyes. But you were having a good time visiting. Yeah, I'm sorry, Maitreya. We should have said that sooner. Oh, good.
Do you want to use a different size?
No, I'm just getting.
I like the Han Solo ones better.
Well, which you want to swap these for the Han?
Yeah.
Rywood said, "Whenever you get it posted, Maitreya, I missed it, but it will be Saturday before I view it." Yeah, we can view it tomorrow. Sana said, "Ha ha ha! The warden has showed up."
All right.
And then Rick Wynn said, "Yeah, but Heath is awake tonight."
Here's the Han Solo, y'all. Here, give me that one back. Let's do two of the. Yeah, two Hans.
Oh, we need two Hans. All right. Jackie said, "I got complimented on my color coordinating today. Purple hoodie, purple hair, purple shoes, and purple pew pew." That's awesome.
The purple people eater.
So how many people are going to be the purple people on the cruise? Because I know Blue Dove loves purple. Shauna loves purple. Now it sounds like Jackie's a purple person.
Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Ow, ow, that's hot.
And then I need the
Spatulator. Eh?
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine with you.
Yeah. You want the glove?
No.
Napkin? What?
Some on there. Renee, the air conditioner.
I did. It turned down to 70.
Oh, okay. Said, "No, I'm pretty sure he sets it at 69. 22Q Cat said, "We may need to see a picture of Samson hanging on Heath as proof because Heath's the one who says if there's no photo, it didn't happen."
I thought I sent you a photo of it.
No, you said by the time you went to take the picture, he'd already gotten up.
Yeah, there's something weird too, y'all. I have a little roll. Y'all probably seen it in one of the videos where I have a rolling desk right in front of the couch where my computer sits on. Well, Delilah will jump up on the couch with me, or I'll sit down next to her, I'll pet her, and everything will be fine. But as soon as I bring the desk closer to me, she'll jump up and run away. It's like she doesn't like being close to the desk.
Well, maybe she feels like, oh, is he going to put me to work?
See, you know what I did just now?
No.
I just did a minute and a half.
Oh, yeah. I only do it 30 seconds at a time.
I know, but it seemed like it worked better this way now.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't want to burn it.
We didn't.
Yeah.
I just did. I just hit the 30. We have a plus 30 or a 30-second button. I just hit it 3 times.
Are there any other keys? Like, is there a 7 key on the microwave?
I've never used it.
We never use it. So tell them the new show we started watching this week.
What one was that?
The
I'm seriously. I'm trying to remember.
Haunting on Hill House. I know we're decades behind here, y'all.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good so far.
We saw the one Bly Manor. I forget the full name for it. The Haunting of Bly Manor, maybe.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And then he has all these shows, earmarked. And then one of them was The Haunting on Hill House. And I was like, oh, let's just go ahead and watch that. So then we started that one, and I noticed that it was the one that came out before the Bly Manor.
So we watched them out of order.
Well, not really. It's not a continual storyline.
They're standalones.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just thought it was funny that
It
we
came out
finally
first.
watched the original one. But yeah, it's really good. We're about halfway through it. Of course, we didn't get to watch it yesterday because of We were watching RSK and 2KK's live. So we haven't got to watch any since Wednesday.
We might Sunday night after coffee talk.
Right?
Because I think we're going to be too busy tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, we're going to go to lunch and then we're going to get home and get everything set up so we can do our cook along.
I know. I hope y'all are excited about the cook along. I'm excited.
It's all Shauna's fault.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Remember, she's the one that said we need to do that as a cook along.
That's true.
She said that's the recipe I want this month. So if y'all don't like it, it's her fault.
But yes. That's so good. Okay. I have to say the mint one I'm not a fan of, the chocolate mint.
Oh, I love it.
He loves it. He loves everything.
No, I don't.
I married Mikey, y'all. He will eat it all. Except for olives.
Yeah, because I have taste.
Well, I have really good taste.
Do me a favor. Can you hand me that napkin? I want to clean this off.
Oh, I guess because I have arms.
Oh, my goodness.
Reichman said, 69, remember to bring blanket at KetoCon. Laugh out loud. Oh, you don't like it cold? Yeah, we do like to have it chilly.
Well, if it helps, we like bringing a fan with us to put in the bedroom with us, so that helps.
But yeah, we usually keep it in the 60s at night.
The dogs
Especially
love it
if
too.
We're not gonna have our chili.
Right? Because we're not going to travel with that.
We might turn it down to 50, but I know we can't because Renee would like freeze up and we have to think of our other guest. They'd be a little too cold. Renee said, because there's so much to see in Corpus Christi.
Right?
That's what they wanted to do. Or she did, because she'd never been there.
But this is the same woman that told us it's too far to drive to Houston and go to dinner. But then she'll drive to Galveston to go to dinner, which is another 30, 45 minutes further than Houston.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
We have told before, hey, let's go to, like there's some really good restaurants downtown Houston.
Uh-huh.
And we've said, oh, let's go there. Oh, I don't want to go into Houston, which is funny to me because she's not the one driving, right? I'm the one driving again, or Heath was. And so she'd be like, no, I don't want to go to Houston. But then if we said, oh, we want to go to Guido's. So Guido's is this very historic restaurant on
The guy at Galveston Island.
Huh?
In Galveston Island.
In Galveston Island. It's right on the boardwalk. So isn't that what it's called? The boardwalk?
Yeah.
I'm not a beach person. So it's right there
On the
facing
boardwalk.
the water. So, and this restaurant is, I think it's at least 100, I think it's actually 125 years old. But it's a super fancy restaurant. Like one time we were there and we were watching this server place the table and the oh, you didn't start it. Okay.
Well, I was listening to your story.
I'm sorry. Anyways, we saw the server
Oh, so good.
placing the the silverware, the place setting. And I guess, oops. Here, I'll get that. The manager came over and he was like, I felt like he was kind of rude to the guy because he says, really, look at what you did. You think that is acceptable? The fork needs to be right here. Like he was off a half inch.
Here, I'm messing this up.
I was enjoying this.
Look, he's dripping on me again. You want this?
Oh, who's that?
Delilah, for some reason, just all of a sudden wanted to do stunts.
Aw.
I don't know why.
So anyways, so he's being, I thought, very kind of rude to the server. And anyways, so it's a very fancy schmancy restaurant.
I think that's why she liked it so much.
Well, yeah, it is.
Oh, I was gonna do okay. I'm fine.
Oh, you didn't want the big one?
Well, I was gonna do the little ones first because I like those because they're bite size.
And so anytime we would bring up, well, would you want to go to Guido's?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, let's go. I'm like, so you don't mind driving from her house? It's literally 2 hours. She's north part of the Woodlands, so she was always game for that. But don't go anywhere downtown Houston. Oops, I tripped some more.
Do we need the other one?
Need the other what?
Container. These look like they're a little smaller.
They are a little smaller. Except for the big
Well, look, there's a couple of ones right here that are a little shy.
No.
You can-
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Either way.
yeah, you gonna lick this?
I can't now. You just did.
I know.
Contaminated.
I know. The worst.
And you're going to lick that, right?
So, yeah.
Ooh, that's hot.
The food is good at Guido's. It's a seafood restaurant, right?
Just for us, it's not worth the trip when there's so many right here next to us.
Yeah.
And they're just as
And-
good.
Yeah, and for the price. Like you are paying for like that old school elegant. So when you're thinking like old school white tablecloth,
Pretentious.
pretentious, that's the word. Do you want to lick this too?
Sure.
I'm so full.
I'm not.
Jennifer said, I get lost in a paper bag, have no natural sense of direction. If I close my eyes, I even swim in circles. Thank goodness for GPS.
Remember, my dad used to make fun of me for using the GPS. He goes, "You've already been there 100 times. Why are you using the GPS? You know how to get there." I said, "Because, Dad, it's a great invention. It'll tell me when roads are closed so I can avoid them."
Right.
I paid for it. Let's use it.
Right. Oh, yeah. I think I've always been really good with direction on figuring where to go.
This is really good.
Mm-hmm. But Heath, on the other hand,
On the other hand.
Renee said, I work one street over from that drive. They are proud of the waterfront. Right. And they probably are expensive hotels, but probably not as expensive as driving all the way to San Antonio.
Right. Because especially, yeah. Especially with somebody who's wanting to save money, that's why you book ahead.
Oh.
Because if you show up last minute, that's when they jack the rates up on you.
But remember, he was born in like 1927.
Yeah, but he had a lot of good ideas too, though.
Oh yeah, he was very, very, very brilliant man, very smart. I felt like I didn't get to know him long enough to intake all of the wisdom that he had. I mean, truly a self-made man, like retiring at age 55. Can y'all even imagine that? Like, I could not imagine being retired in 10 years.
That's why
And still having enough money to support me for the rest of my life doing what I wanted to do.
and I'm kind of sad that I didn't meet Shelly sooner because I never even got to meet him.
I know. He was so awesome.
And I'm also sad we didn't meet sooner because you could meet my grandmother.
I know.
She was amazing.
You didn't look this all up.
Because I'm not doing that on camera. No, I'm a little more reserved than that. I am. You can look at all you want.
Lisa said, I like thrifty. Yeah, that's a good term. He was thrifty.
Yes.
Right?
Budget conscious. That's the word I like. The
Yes, he
phrase.
was very budget conscious with things. And yeah, like I couldn't imagine. But it was funny, like every once in a while he'd have, I guess, a mood. Because one time this was hilarious to me. So my grandmother, now she was born in 1920. Doesn't that tell you something? Anyways, she was born in 1920. So, the Depression and everything she grew up in. So she was always very frugal. This same grandmother that if I got her a package of those peanut butter crackers, that would have lasted her 2 or 3 days as her meal because she was going to make it stretch. if she had this soda, she couldn't drink a whole can. So she would put tissue
Kleenex.
paper or Kleenex in it, and she would finish it the next day. So she'd drink some of it now and some tomorrow. So very thrifty on things, right? Well, one time we all went out to this place. Like I admit, I do like to be
Wined and dined.
I do love to be wined and dined. So of course I heard of this restaurant, and so I was like, oh, why don't we go to this new restaurant in the Woodlands?
And she knows how to church it up to them, y'all, too.
Right. So we all go this before Heath. So I go with my grandmother and then Jay and my mom, and we go there in this highfalutin place. You know, they're doing things, and my grandmother is so uncharacteristic of her. Because it's a really fancy place, right? And she's like, they kind of put us in like a covered kind of corner area, and she goes, they put us here. Now my grandmother, you got to picture her. She's 4 foot nothing, right? She's very, very petite. She's always been a very petite person. She has dark, like you would just think it's dark curly hair. Like, you know, she looked like a little doll, right? Very olive complected. Like I look nothing like her. I'm from the other part of the French side. I got all their looks. But my grandmother's side, dark complected, that nice olive skin, dark black hair. She always dyed her hair black and would have it real short and the curls and everything. So she's there and she's like, you know what? They don't think we can afford to eat here. They don't think we can have anything here. Like she would never even order drinks because, you know, water's free. She says, they don't think we can eat here. I could just tell they don't think we can afford this place.
And she would go on, y'all, and say that at least 20 times throughout dinner.
So then,
just to start right there in the appetizer.
Right. So then the waiter came over to get drinks, and she goes, "Oh, I'll have a tea." And so, you know, and we're like, "Oh, you're gonna have a tea?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll show them. We can afford this place."
Wow.
And then
I can see your grandmother doing that. Y'all, she was a trip.
And so because she was just like, whenever the waiters would come and then the maitre d' over, she was like, yeah, they don't. She was like, hiding. They don't think we can afford that. Look at the prices on this menu. Yeah, they don't think we should be here. And then on the other end was my at the other end of the table was my stepfather, who's always very frugal. Like, oh my gosh, just going to a middle of the run restaurant like a Papados or Outback, he would consider that kind of highfalutin. Like, oh, why are we going to spend $40 on a steak meal when I can just go to the grocery store and get, you know, a week's worth of steak for that price? That was his attitude all the time. And especially to my mom, because he'd be like, why do we ever eat out? You cook so good. We don't need to eat out. And then that made my mom mad because she's like, because I want to go out. I don't want to have to cook or clean sometimes. And he's like, yeah, but you're just so good at it. Why should we spend the money on that?
Wow.
So he's at the other end of the table, and he would enjoy raw oysters. And this place had raw oysters. And of course, he's frugal, right? Because he'd be like, oh, yeah, we're not going to buy that meal. That's expensive. Well, then they come over and he goes, oh, you have raw oysters. And they said, oh, yes, sir. You know, shipped from wherever the freak it was, you know, blah, 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 with the something mignonette sauce or whatever. And he goes, oh, okay. How much are those? And they're like, oh, $3.25 each. And he goes, oh, okay, I'll take a dozen. And they're like, all right, sir. And my mom is like over there like, oh, she get a dozen? She goes, Jay, that's over $36. And he's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, $36 just for your appetizer? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. We can do that. She's just like, oh.
You didn't hear grandma, did you?
I know. And then grandma's like, when they come to order, she'd be like, so I will have this. Usually what she would do on a menu is look through the whole thing. Whatever was the cheapest meal, that's what she wanted. Even if I knew it was something that she did not like, that's what she wanted. And I'd be like, you really want that kale salad? Oh, yeah, I really feel like kale today. I'm like, no, it's because it's the cheapest meal. no, I really feel like kale. I'm like, you never like kale. Oh, no, I want it. Well, this night she's looking and she goes, oh, I think I'm going to have the salmon. And I'm like, that's like kind of up there in price. I mean, it's not the most expensive, but that's pretty up there. That's certainly not the cheapest. And she's like, yeah, because they don't think I can afford it. And she would do this little laugh where she'd like cover her face. She'd go, and so that's what she did because the whole thing is she was like, they don't think I can afford it, so I'm going to order it.
That'll show them. Come here. Let me show me what else you can't afford.
I know. So it was just the funniest memory. Renee said, though it's still cityfied and not beachy or anything of the sort, well, because they were talking, I mean, just 3 hours away, good times, a 3-hour tour.
Right?
I know, right? They were obviously talking or something. Or probably arguing. Knowing my mother, she was probably like, I can't believe I can't stay on the beach. That's just not fair. I really think we should go back and stay on the beach. And he's probably like, no, we're fine. I'll find us a place. We're fine. It's okay. It's okay. But Trey said, okay, I deleted it, then re-uploaded. Hope that fixes it. Looked fine on my end. Oh.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Maitreya.
sorry. Yeah, I got the notification, Maitreya.
I know sometimes Facebook's crazy like that. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube.
Too. Renee said, first come, first sport. And Trey says, Sunday Live is just a regular coffee review. Haven't decided what recipe to share.
Oh.
What coffee review? Lisa said, laugh out loud, fighting over the last sport.
That's it. That's what we're doing. I'm ordering sporks now.
Jackie said, okay, finally sitting still. Renee, did I hear you're going to be at the free cruise meetup? She is.
Well, I don't know. She signed up as a maybe.
And China said, or just tell him you put up nanny cams. That's true. We just tell him, oh, just be aware there are the nanny cams going. So if you hear a beeping noise. Jennifer said, as long as it's not those funky wood flat spoons that school uses.
Oh, I hated those. Oh, God, I hated those. But I tell you what, though, we're not going to use those paper plates here. We got it at HEB.
No,
Those are too small.
We're going to buy the Chinex. We're going to go to Costco.
And buy a whole sleeve.
That huge sleeve of Chinex. Jennifer said, you haven't smashed that thumbs up. You know who you are. Aw. So I never fly. Are there limits on baggage weights?
Sometimes.
Depending on the airline, it's typically $50. I mean, $50. 50 pounds for checked luggage. So definitely see what that is. And now carry-ons, I don't think there's a weight limit, but on the check there is. But it does depend on the airline. So you should be able to go to the airline's website and just look up baggage and it'll tell you everything there. Jackie said, I've been working so much I haven't even stopped to eat. I think I had a pack of hot dogs 2 days ago. All this crab talk is making my tummy rumble.
So you know what I'm thinking then? Sounds like we need to cut the cook along a little short tomorrow and then go have crabs.
Jackie said there's unsalted butter. I actually prefer unsalted.
I do too.
I like to add my own salt to my food because I like Redmond salt. How do I know what salt is used in that butter?
Yeah.
And that it's actual salt and not the salt / dextrose salt.
And the only time we ever buy the salted butter is when they're running a sale on the butter, and that's all we can find. Remember, I've done that at Kroger a couple times. That's all they had in stock. That's the only time.
But I do prefer unsalted.
Yes. If we, because I'll even call her or message her and say, hey, look, this is all we got.
Yeah. But that's just because I love Redmond so much. That's the only salt I really want to use.
Yes, that's all we use.
Let's see.
Like when you order our, when we send you out our spice mixes. See, it just turns itself on. That was weird. It's kind of spooky, isn't it?
It was a ghost. Okay, ghost.
But so we're like when we use
this turn on again.
But when we
turn on again, we'd all be freaking out right now.
But when we send out our spice blends, that's when it calls for salt. We use the Redmond in that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Sharon said, but if you do 2 Hans, he's not solo anymore. I'll see myself out. Jennifer said, thought he mentioned earlier today that he was going on RSK. Oh, who are we talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Somebody recap for us, please.
Renee is an orange person, but you know, I gotta be Diffie. That's right. Renee is an orange person. I feel like I don't know. What's my favorite color?
Purple.
I don't know. I don't feel like purple. I like purple. But I also...
What's mine?
Blue?
Nope.
No, it's pink.
Nope.
No? Green?
Yes.
Okay.
Thought you knew me.
Who are you?
Exactly.
It goes because I do love aqua. Aqua or teal is such a beautiful color.
It's like these.
Yeah, that's why I painted these chairs that color. I love that color. I guess I have phases because I love that. But then I also,
kind of like your cousin and her names. y'all go through moods.
But like my guest bath is purple and black. So
I'm so excited everybody to see that too.
So yes, that's purple and black decorated. So see, I made it just for my guest coming. And then sometimes I do enjoy red too. And then our bedroom I feel is very muted in color. Like
Because it helps us sleep.
Purple bath, and I don't wear a lot of purple. Well, I guess this is purple, isn't it? But I don't wear lots of purple. I don't know. Okay. Jackie said, purple is my top, but I also gravitate towards teal, turquoise, and pink. See, I like teal and turquoise and aqua. I love those. But yeah, pink is pretty too. Oh, it's just so hard. But I don't feel like I wear a lot of pink either. Just because my thing is, it's like if I wear a light color, I'm going to destroy that shirt or outfit because I will spill everything on it. But if it's a dark color, like my black shirts, I never drop any food, anything on my black shirts.
Could you imagine me in a white t-shirt?
Oh my gosh. But if I wear a pink or a light color, like even my aquas or teals, oh yeah, guarantee I'm going to get stained all over it. Cynthia says they love the Han Solo molds. Yeah, he got them a few years, I think, ago for me.
Dig around right there and show him the one in there for the Death Star.
I don't know where it's at.
It's one of those drawers.
Oh, yeah. Jennifer said,
Well, here, keep typing. I'll look for it.
I'll definitely follow up on luggage. Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was.
Maitreya said, tell him this Buffalo Wild Wings has great reviews for regular wings and bad reviews for dry, overcooked, boneless. Oh, wow.
Yeah, here.
Oh.
That's what that is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And then Renee said, I can't wait to see the Pope's Exorcist in April. Yeah, that looks right up your
It's brand
alley.
new still. We never opened it.
I know. When am I going to use it? Okay. Yeah, Star Wars. It's actually marked Star Wars. That's pretty cool.
But it's a Death Star mold, y'all.
And see, that's where you pour it in. And then the inside, you can't really see, but it's textured. So when you pull it apart, it'll be the Death Star.
Maybe we do that next week.
Right? Pour it in here and then see what happens.
Yeah. But since we never use it, we just now. How long have we had that?
I don't know. Probably 20 years.
We haven't even been knowing each other that long.
We haven't been knowing each other. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be a good movie, Renee. Maitreya said, which is true. That's true. That the breaded is kind of dry.
What is
it?
it?
The wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. She was say that the traditional wings are nice and juicy and have great reviews, but the boneless are dry and have bad reviews.
I wonder why.
Sana said, there's that me making a joke about carry-on luggage weight limit because even if you add it to your check bag, it's all still going on the same plane. Right, exactly.
Well, I think a bigger thing of that is how much they can each person, the attendant, how much he's having to lift.
You think that's what
I
it
think
is?
that's what that is.
Oh, that's mostly a safety limit for the crew,
Lifting
for
it.
the staff, so they're not lifting somebody's 1,000-pound luggage.
Right.
Yeah, I can
It's not
see
the
how-
weight on the plane; it's the weight of each individual piece.
Yeah, because there's somebody who has to lift that luggage several times.
Right.
So yeah, there's somebody, and I'm sure they've had lots of people have to do like workers' comp and stuff because they pulled their back trying to lift somebody's luggage.
Uh huh.
Especially to get it on the airplane. You know, they have the conveyor belt now, but they still have to get it off that thing
Positioned.
and fly it on there. So yeah, if you're having, several 100-pound luggage, some people get crazy with it. Yeah, I can see how that could be dangerous. Shauna said, wait a minute, I did? I don't know. What did you do?
What?
I don't know now. Cynthia said, Bly Manor was good, but Hill House was better.
Ah.
Wow. We'll let you know next week. Jackie said, my goal is 30 wings, especially since it'll be 3 days since I've eaten. Well, yeah. He did 20 the other day.
It was no problem either. I just smashed it. Another hack I like doing while we're there is I order a side of pickles. I don't know why, but I love pickles with chicken.
Wow, Jackie said she didn't stop to eat. Renee said, Jackie, I would chew someone's arm off.
Right.
Even high 60s, Jolly is digging and burrowing into blankets or backing his bony spine into me. Yeah, I would too. I've never forgotten to eat, obviously. Never. Reichman said, my house is usually 72 in the winter.
Rickwin.
I know, but I still like saying Reichman. And 76 in the summer. I leave the fans on. It's mainly to avoid $400 electric bills.
Yep.
If I have a blanket, I'll be fine with whatever.
Yep.
Now, during the day, I do keep it warmer. So in the winter, I keep the heater on 60 because, again, I can just add blankets. I ain't going to pay to heat this house.
Or I'll put jeans on or something in the house.
And then in the summer, or now, during the day, we keep it 74 to 76. So usually as it gets warmer, like, when it's not February, March, like especially June, July, and August and September, we'll usually keep it at 76 during the day. And then at night, we turn it down just because I have to have it cold to sleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I could take the blanket off of the bed, but I mean, what's the fun in that?
And then I keep in my office, I keep a pair of jogging pants and a flannel. So if I start feeling chilly, I'll just put that on.
Yeah, and then we do keep all of the fans going in the house. I mean, this one.
We usually have that on, but I just don't like this one on when I'm eating.
Yeah.
And so that's why this one above me is off.
Like this, not during the winter, but like the other day when we have turned the AC on, I went to all of the bedrooms and I turned on all of the fans in the main living rooms. I do find that doing that keeps the house much cooler feeling. And keeps it just helps circulate the air better. But I still have to have it colder at night. Like,
yes.
I already feel like I'm sweating here.
I don't know if y'all heard her a minute ago. She asked me to go to the room and turn the AC down. And then generally, as soon as I get off work, she wants me to go turn our bed on.
Yeah, so it'd be nice and cold by the time we get in it.
She said I forgot to do it today because I've been off all day, but she said she's already turned it off or turned it on rather.
Yeah. Renee said, hounds are chasing deer along the fence line right now. Oh, no. Matreya said, I keep worrying that I am not ordering enough wings for people to take a sample. 30 people, but 150 should be fine since we are all ordering our own meals. Oh. I mean, that's 5 each, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like for some people, that's
for a sample
meal.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but some people 5 wings would be too much. Shauna said, are you sure they are chasing deer or are the deer chasing them?
Oh, wow.
And they said, they're mocking the hounds and staring. Oh, I bet they are. How rude. Reichman said, I used to camp out for dog shows and lure coursing, so I have done some cold nights here and there. Wow. Shauna said, I imagine the deer huddle up and are like, hey, let's go tease these hounds that want to be deer. Laugh out loud.
Right?
Renee said, my grays are a bit bougie, but the breed doesn't tolerate tip extremes.
Well, it's because they're so thin. They can't.
Right.
They don't have thick fur and everything.
Rickwood said, at least you don't have huskies. Had a friend showing one and her AC was set to 60 so he wouldn't blow his coat.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes I do look at Sam and I think, I wonder if he has a little husky somewhere in him. He's not talkative like a husky though.
He did bark at me the other day. I was eating and I wasn't sharing my plate with him soon enough. And he started barking at me. Well, he did once. He just barked.
So he like every once in a while, when I'm scared, y'all, is I feel like whoever had him before like beat the bark out of him, because every once in a while a little noise escapes. It's just like I've never had a dog not bark like ever, and every once in a while a little noise escapes. Like he just gets so excited, like he forgets, and he'll be like, woof, and then I'm like, oh, good boy, and then he's just like, oh gosh. I can't believe they got out. I just couldn't help.
And then sometimes too, he'll be asleep and he'll start whimpering. I worry about him about that too. That's also why we didn't put him in or put the two of them in I say a home, but a doggy daycare while we're on the cruise.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we just rescued him, and I didn't want him getting all messed up, thinking, "Look, well, they're getting rid of me too."
I know. So, but it is cute that every once in a while I like when he gets a little bit of his voice, but then he doesn't keep it. It's just one little out. So hopefully, as he gets more used to it, and you would think he sees Renee. Obviously, it's getting late. He sees Delilah, and of course, she is not scared of barking at all.
She's so funny, y'all. She'll run up to the edge of the porch and just bark off into the middle of the yard and just tell the neighbors everything.
I know. Like she's like, oh, no, I'm not going to get off of this porch, but I'm going to let you know I'm here.
Or the gate, because we have two gates on it. One of them we leave tied open so she can come and go as often as she wants. But there's another gate over here. It's weird. She'll run over to it, kick it open. But sometimes she'll kick it open so she'll get off the porch. But sometimes she'll stand right behind the gate and bark. Like that thing's holding her back or something.
I know. If it wasn't for this gate, y'all would have it.
Right.
Yeah. So she gets a little. She isn't afraid to be mouthy, and especially like in the afternoon if I'm busy or what, and she's just like, it's getting time to eat and I'm hungry. She'll bark at me. And
She's never done that to me.
Huh?
She's never done that to me. That's awesome though.
Well, because you usually leave her with me in the morning.
Because you like it.
I know, but she does bark because I will message you, come get your dog. Because she's barking, because she's like, get up, I'm hungry. Get up, I'm hungry. And I'm like, you need to come feed her before you put her in the room with me when I'm trying to sleep.
I always feed her first.
No, those are times you haven't, because she'll like 7:30.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, oh, I forgot what time it was. She didn't. No. And the other thing she has taught Sam is Delilah, and I think it's a lab thing, but she's very much a pawer. So if she wants your attention, she'll just paw you.
She's like, hey, look at me.
She's like this. Hey. And then you'll say, okay, I got it. I'm going to go do it. And then she'll be like, hey. And she'll do that. Like Renee probably has seen it. And now Sam has started doing that. He'll come up and be like, hey. And I'm like, we're not going to be doing this.
Or he'll headbutt you.
Oh, yeah, he loves the headbutt. Renee said, true. Mine have no coat or body fat, so a bit weenified.
No. I mean, that's their breed. They have. I mean, this is the way they're made.
Oh, Sana said they have two neighbors that retired at the age of 52 and 55 from the Army. Wow. That's awesome. Renee said, although Jolly is just as or more chatty than many huskies. Yeah, Jolly is a talker. Jackie said, just because a husky loses an effort to make another dog doesn't mean they shed a lot.
Well, see, that's what's wild too about our lab. I thought they were supposed to be short hairs and they don't shed a bunch, but she does.
Oh, she sheds a lot.
Like you said,
But-
enough for another dog.
Well, Zoe, my Great Pyrenees, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
she was such an awesome dog.
Yeah, but she shed enough for another dog.
Uh-huh.
Like all the time I was having, when I brush her out, oh my gosh. That I would have to take her several times a year and I'd just be like, can we just like, I would never get her shaved because you're not supposed to do that to a Pyrenees, but I was like, we need to trim her back. I don't need her hair way long. Ranklin said, I had a whippet at one time. I love that breed and greyhounds. Aw. Renee said, true, undercoat is a thing. And see, I know Sam has an undercoat. It's actually a different color than his top coat.
Wow.
Renee said, mine just don't even have enough of a regular overcoat. I know. Jackie said, my 8-pound cat sheds like a husky. I want a Sphinx. Wow. Renee said, this story cracks me up every time. Uh-oh. Which story did I repeat? I just prefer to adopt the most needy versus pure breed. Shutting down gray tracks made them an overpopulated need for rescue in the past couple years. Aww. Shauna said, I want to know who fought over the bill.
Oh, Grandma and
No.
Jay.
Yeah, I think
Jay took it.
no, they might have split it. I can't really remember, but I'm thinking they split it. Or she might have actually paid it that time because
Just show off.
To show off.
Good.
Masala said, my grandma was a riot too. I think it was just because she was so short. She just made her extra sassy. Like she was just a sassy person. Jackie said, I've always adopted, but I've left it to a Maine Coon when I was younger and currently have a Tourney Point Siamese, but I've always wanted a Sphinx, a Himalayan, or a Bengal. Oh, wow. That's cool. Renee said she had all of the above, and Bengals are fun. Oh, that's cool. Jackie said jelly. And Renee said Bengals love water, and mine would always get in the shower or my neighbor's pool. I wonder if that's one of my Facebook friends. Kind of sad. She lost her Sara this week, which was like some kind of Great Pyrenees mix. But anyhow, I think it might be a Bengal cat. She got a cat, so she does a lot of fostering. But she ends up getting fosters that are basically medically needed, and they end up like Sara had. Renee's probably heard, but it was like basically the nerves from the middle of her back, her legs. She could never stand fully on her legs. She kind of flopped around. And so when they first got her, I forget what all she had, but she would have seizures and everything else. But they did everything to, help her have like a normal doggy life. And she was sweet. And she was actually featured on Dodo and a couple other things that they put Sara on. And it was just a sweet dog. So she was like 5 years old. But she's also got Great Pyrenees as well, so that's why she helped with the rescue. And she got a cat. I'm thinking the cat's like a Bengal, but this cat is like so sassy. I keep using that same word, but she's just a very sassy cat and will let her know whenever she wants something or needs food. So it's a beautiful cat. I'll have to send you a picture, Renee, and you can tell me what.
I don't know why. It's totally swerved out of left field. Just saw the picture here of the magnet.
There's a whole bunch
The
of
chair. When I'm talking about all the chairs we need, we also have that extra chair in there too. It's my collector item. We can let somebody sit in it if we have to.
That's true. Shauna said it's that pot stirrer ghost.
Right?
Jackie said, that's awesome. The Siamese seems to like water. She doesn't mind baths anyways. Wow. My cats would never let me bathe them. Sana said, after hours paranormal episode. Right? Renee said, my Seal Point always liked water and also played fetch. Oh, how cute. Ragwood said, Ouija stir. Right? Jennifer said, Angel's Keto about going to Ohio. Oh, nice. Jackie said, yeah, I didn't realize how much more active Siamese were. She's a total spaz. Wow. Shauna said, yeah, purple and black. Oh, yay, purple and black. Yeah, but it might be a little scary, though. It is very much a Halloween-themed bathroom. Ooh, that's loud. Renee said, the Tiffany Aqua is pretty, but I feel like my cuz favorite is actually the lack of color, black. But isn't black the inclusion of all colors? White is technically the lack of color. What?
It was pushing the rug.
Well, yeah, probably.
I've never seen it do that before.
Renee said, like her soul. It probably is black like my soul. I do have a large number of black t-shirts. Renee said, Heath likes her Neapolitan top, her Neapolitan top. Good night, Hyla.
Y'all are a trip.
Jackie said, in physics and on the light spectrum, black is the absence of color. However, in art, black is the presence of all color. In printing, black is one of the colors needed to produce other colors. Oh, well, thank you, Jackie. So I am, by that definition, I am all colors and no color.
Confused.
Renee said, behind the snow white fur, polar bears have black skin. Polar bear cubs are born with pink skin, but once they turn 3 to 4 months old and step out of their dens, their skin turns black. Oh, I bet that's so they absorb more of the sunlight when they receive it. Jackie said, don't mind the gold bricks in my luggage. The gold bricks, huh?
See, I was trying to figure out how we can do that. Speaking of bricks.
Oh?
If we brought the melted bricks onto the cruise, how could we do that?
I think what you would have to do is, like these, put it in a like
Food saver?
Yeah, you would have to food saver the bag and then put it in the checked luggage and hope that they don't confiscate it. Renee said, I've always found the polar bear info fascinating. That is. Jackie said, we turn the house to like 66, 68 when we go to bed. See? That's how it should be. Shauna said, I have to go mobile for a bit. Need to make a batch of fudge to take crafting with me. Oh, how fun. What flavor tonight, Shauna? Renee said, also, I find it interesting that what we see in flamingos are not their knees mid-leg, but actually their ankles. Oh. And the knees where you would think hip joints are, and hips in the belly of their body. Wow. Renee said, oh, so now I'm going to compare it to Delilah. I mean, is that a bad thing? Okay, so yeah, Delilah and I are both not afraid to be mouthy. That's true.
Word.
Devara does the paw thing when I lay next to her for cuddles, right? And didn't Delilah do that to you as well? When you were like petting on her, and she's like, hey, come back. Jolly will scratch like a bull. Oh, goodness. Renee said, extra sassy, like he.
What?
Why do you end up further and further
Because
away
his chair
from me?
rolls.
Like, I feel like leaving me again? Sana said, my grandmother was 5 foot like I am. Us shorties are definitely not afraid to speak up. Oh, pecan sticky bun fudge. Ooh, nice.
That sounds good, actually. Don't we still have some of that?
Yeah.
Let's make that.
So my grandmother was technically 4'9", but yeah, she was definitely sassy and spoke up and was not afraid.
I'm fading though.
Oh, I know. Jackie said, I got to crash. Got to get up at 6 a.m. so I can make sure to leave by 7:30. Good night, Jackie.
Right. What
And
time are we
Renee
getting up
said,
tomorrow?
Early, I guess. So we're going to go get barbecue. Kata Iguana. I don't know what that means.
Gazoon tight.
Jackie said, night, everyone. Brightwood said, my grandmother was 5 feet. Her sisters were 4'10" and 5 foot. I called my mouses.
Oh.
My father was 6'4", so I got my height from him. I stand 5'7", or I did, but shrinking with age. Wow, that's good. Yeah, we. My mother was 5'4", and of course I didn't know. My father was 6 foot or 6'2", something like that. I know he was at least 6 foot. And then my mother's father, he was 6'1" or 6'2". And then now my father's parents, I never got to meet his mother, but I know his father, he wasn't all that tall. Like Joe was the only tall one in the family. Well, actually, most of the kids were pretty tall. Like all of his sisters, I think they were pretty tall. And then on my mother's side, her brother wasn't that tall. And I don't know, beyond there where everybody else was.
Oh.
Renee said, yes, Delilah definitely paused for her needs and tell you what she needs. I gotta get up to torture fold Manana too. What does that mean?
Manana? She's got to work tomorrow. She got to get up and go
Oh,
torture
that's
manana.
Right. That's right. Take your calcium and D3 and avoid plopping to sit at all costs because can lead to unknown compression factors. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we'll call it a night. I mean,
Is that her
after
teledoc for the
10.
night?
Yeah, it's her teledoc. Make sure you Venmo Renee for all your help.
I want to use this one now.
Thank y'all so much for another wonderful live. This was so much fun.
Now we got to start dreaming up what we're going to do next week.
I know. We are always open to suggestions. So
Let's order a pizza.
Always comment on this video like tomorrow or on the MS journey and let us know. And we're just going to ignore what Heath said. But yes, thank you all so much again.
I love you too.
Live. And we'll see you next week. Of course, we're going to see you on the Sunday Coffee Talk. And then also, if you are not coming to the channel member tomorrow night at 8, I think Jason Keto said at 8 p.m. Eastern is his live. So go check
that's
him
going to be
out.
tight. I don't know if I'm going to make that.
But thank y'all. Have a great weekend.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.